are we just talking?
I'm ready to jump the fuck in.
Let's just jump the fuck in. We got a long episode today. You know what? First of all, happy fucking New Year. We made it. We made it, guys. We made it.
I'm so sorry about your hangover today, but we're here to make it better.
We are here to make it better. We're here to make you use your brain, which is not what you want to do when you have a hangover. But fuck that. We're here to make you smile and think about all the shit you left in the past.
That's right. We're going to do a very special episode this day where we go over the entire decade.
Yes.
Because we've been around this year in 2019 when weed has, or last year we should say, but we haven't been here since the beginning of the decade. So we wanted to go over the whole gosh darn thing.
Yeah, if you guys don't know, which I know our listeners, followers, fans, friends are smart enough to know, a decade is 10 years, guys. So the last 10 years, we're going to go over the last 10 years from 2010 to 2019. And now we're in 2020. So again, Happy New Year. Congratulations. I got the Amber Alert now. It's a gold Ford Escape.
Oh, shit.
Oh, it's on brand, a Ford Escape, you know?
Yeah.
Ooh.
It is. Oh, that is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's shit.
Sorry.
I like it. But yeah, so we're gonna go over from everything in pop culture, from music to television to not as much TV, but movies, arts in general, to scandals throughout the world, to just news and moments in general, from our president being elected in 2016 until just now. We're gonna cover every fucking thing from sports and everything else in between. Chris, John, and myself will be also ranking our own and saying what's our favorite artists, our favorite music, our favorite everything throughout this last 10 years. And I feel very confident that I'm choosing some really good shit here.
Yeah, I'm excited for this. So I think the way that we're going to do this is we're going to go year by year. We're going to go through. We've made a big list of all the top news stories, songs, and movies, as you said. And then we're also going to kind of like, as we go, we might be like, oh, man, that's one of my top stories of the decade.
Yeah.
And at the end, we're going to have a final conversation where we rank the top, what did we say? The top news stories, events, the top artists, the top song.
And then mass shootings. I mean, there's been so many. We might as well rank them, right?
Might as well.
Oh, man. Yeah, I'll do my top
Not to make
top
fun of
five.
I'm just saying it sucks.
Unfortunately, it's been a decade of mass shootings. Let's
Literally,
be honest.
as you go back and you look at the news and you look at just the years in general, you're like, wait, how am I forgetting about these shootings and this shooting and this shooting? And it's sad, but we will have a lot of happy and funny times and great times to talk about as well. But we will have some dark shit to readdress.
I'm also interested in products, like your top products that have come out.
Tech was huge.
Tech was so big
in the past 10 years. So yeah, tech really, made its mark in the last 10 years. I feel like so. Yeah, let's jump into this shit, right?
And before we do, welcome to Wine and Weed.
Welcome to Wine and Weed.
Season 2. I'm Chris Reinecker, a.k.a. The Connoisseur, a.k.a. your new baby daddy, a.k.a. Chris the Snitch, a.k.a. Oh, I got a good one. My hometown is called Arroyo Grande. You know this. And in Spanish, it's Big Ditch. That's what it means in Spanish.
Okay.
So, a.k.a. Big Ditch Energy.
Okay. Oh, I like it. Okay.
I got some Arroyo Grande merch to make.
Okay. Nice. Big Ditch Energy.
A.k.a. New Beards Day.
Ooh. You just made that one up right now?
Yeah.
It felt that way.
I saw my beard. I was like, I should say something about my beard.
It looks great.
Does it?
Amazing. Yeah, no, you look scruffy,
You never know.
Ronnie.
You get a little more every time. I'm still a little patchy right here, but
yeah, but it's really growing this time around. Like it
Thank
feels
you.
way more like a beard.
Yeah.
There was a moment in Chris's life where he didn't know what was going on in his beard, and he questioned it thoroughly. He was like, "I have a hole in my beard."
Oh wow!
I was like, "Stress, dude. That was stress. That's not there anymore."
This was in 2016.
One of my favorite moments.
We'll come back to this moment.
And it's your boy Sterling Steelo Brim, aka that dude, aka Skateboard Steve, aka S to the beach and your best to the brie, aka concerned father, still concerned father, aka black mama, aka to that third leg, no, it's just me, aka Mandingo lover, aka New Year, new me.
Ooh,
no, I'm joking. Same old. AKA, same old SB. And we're gonna go to my man, as usual, the AKA King, John Ross.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm John Ross, a.k.a. Big Facts,
Big facts.
a.k.a. the Article Assassin, a.k.a. Brown Peter Griffin,
Yep.
Spider-Man's best friend, the Gorilla in Manila, Big John Energy,
Big John. Oh, Big John energy.
and of course, a.k.a. Big Sexy with the Glasses.
Big sexy with the
Hey.
glasses.
And you know what? I know that this day is a big day for new beginnings, for resolutions. I think John has been incredibly inspiring in the past year.
Thank you.
Yes.
And I actually made something for you.
Oh my God.
And for everybody, what I spent today doing is I spent every single time you say Big Sexy with the Glasses, I edited together in a video. And
You want to watch it right now?
you can slowly see
Oh, yeah?
you lose.
Oh, my
How
God.
much? How much did you lose last year?
Dude, 160.
So let's
One
slowly watch.
A.k.a. Brown Peter Griffin.
Yeah.
A.k.a. Gorilla in Manila.
Okay.
A.k.a. Socially Awkward Fella.
Yes, sir.
A.k.a. Big Sexy with the Glasses.
Ooh.
Big Sexy with the glasses.
Big Sexy with the Glasses.
Big
A.k.a.
Sex-
Big Sexy with the Glasses.
Woo!
Big Sexy with the glasses.
Oh, Big Sexy with the
Big
Glasses.
Sexy with the glasses.
Big Sexy with the Glasses.
Hey, Big Sexy with the Glasses.
Big Sexy with the Glasses.
Glasses.
Medium Sexy with the Glasses.
Sexy
Big sexy with the glass.
With the
Big
glasses.
Sexy with the glasses.
Big Sexy with the glasses. AKA
Big Sexy with the glasses.
Big
Big Sexy with the glasses. Big Sexy with the glasses. Big Sexy with the glasses.
Hey, with the glass.
Hey.
John get all the chicks if you don't know. So people watch this show and they be
tell.
like, "Can you really?"
Yeah.
The Nose That Knows,
Mm-hmm.
AKA Brown Jonah Hill,
Brown.
because
Okay.
of the whale.
Yeah.
Losing weight. Yeah.
Big Sexy with the glasses.
Big Sexy.
AKA
Big Sexy with the glasses.
Hey. But you didn't say hey. Hey.
You lost so
Thank you
much
so
weight,
much,
Isn't that
man.
crazy?
Thank
Look
you
at
so
the
much.
beginning versus the end. Look at-
Yeah, it's like my hair is long.
Yeah, you look great. Yeah, yeah,
Look at
yeah.
that. There's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
beginning.
People still doing 2009, 2019. Now it's 2019,
There's the-
2019.
Now we're just losing you, man. That jacket looks all loose on you and shit.
I thought that
Did
was
you have to
a
get a whole
fun-
new wardrobe? That's one thing I've thought
I
about.
pretty much have had to.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's the thing I think about. Like losing weight is so expensive.
Yeah.
It is because
Well,
you,
you
have to be
know-
on a keto diet.
Yeah, well,
and then on top, is that more expensive? Would you say, or less expensive?
if
than
you don't cook your own food, then it is definitely more expensive.
Of
but
course.
yeah, but I have gotten a lot more into cooking my own stuff this year.
you enjoy
so
cooking now?
I do enjoy cooking a lot. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
shit,
Yeah,
okay.
absolutely.
We should have a
I
cook-off
bet- I
one day.
feel
with all
like-
of us.
Oh, let's go.
I feel like I'd lose. Oh, I cooked a hell of a Christmas meal.
Oh, me too. Me too.
Yeah?
yeah. Yeah.
I did a walnut goat cheese stuffed roasted chicken.
Oh my God.
I did a carrots in a like feta puree, rainbow carrots, roasted honey carrots. It was really good, guys.
That
Are
sounds good.
these
That sounds
these
delicious.
sound like internet recipes?
The
Some chef's
the
table
carrot one was one that I saw at a really nice restaurant, and I asked how they made it, and then I looked up a recipe that was kind of like it, and I made it.
Okay.
Hell yeah, man.
But
I
Anyway.
cook from my heart.
oh, really? Do you just like?
Nah, I don't really do recipes though. Like
kinda-
I know I've been around cooking my whole life.
Yeah.
Watch my mom cook, watch my grandma cook.
Yeah.
So if I just like know what I want to eat, I'm like I know how to cook this
Yeah,
shit.
yeah. I'm the same way.
Yeah, I
See
could
it.
do both.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but every once in a while, if I want to make sure I'm not fucking it up,
Right. Yeah.
I'll look up a recipe and be like, all right, let me make sure I don't destroy this shit.
Right. Right.
The only thing I don't tell people is being a cook is easy. Being a baker is hard.
I was about to say, yeah.
Baking is hard. Cooking's easy.
Baking's very precise.
It is.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, hey,
We're
let's
here.
get the hell into the year. I'm happy to be here in 2020 with you guys. Happy for this next season of Wine and Weed. We're drinking some nice wine today, huh?
We're drinking some pretty good nice wine. This is Cayman's Vineyards. We've been drinking that throughout the whole first season, but this is a special selection, 2015. This is a bottle that I actually gave to each guest on Wine and Weed.
It's true.
I had
wow.
this sent to each guest on Wine and Weed,
That's
and I had
awesome.
them some pre-rolls that they could smoke, and this is Sunday good, so we're going to smoke some of this because we deserve it as well. Treat ourselves. So we'll smoke a little bit of this, and we'll drink a little bit of this, and we're going to have some fun today, guys.
And let's get drunk by the time we're at 2015.
We'll be drunk by 2012.
All right.
I'm
So
joking.
I do fear that we are if we don't go fast through these, we're
Be
gonna
here forever.
be in 2015 in an hour and a half. You know.
Yeah.
So how do we do this?
Let's
Start with
let's-
2010, right?
2010, a great year, might I add.
A good year for me personally.
You were supposed to graduate from college, did you?
I walked at the ceremony.
Nice.
I also won the International Student Film Festival and won Best Actor and Best Story.
You know what,
Congrats.
guys? I don't feel like you guys are reaching over us today, so we're going to all get our own personal joints to start.
Ooh. Ooh.
You know?
Yeah, this was the
Can
year.
you pass
This was
one, John?
my first year in
Thank
the
you.
real world was 2010.
Your first what?
My first year in the real
Oh,
world. Like
being
it's a really interesting 10 years because
Yeah,
I
yeah.
graduated in 2010, so it's been 10 years in
That's
my adult
fair.
life.
Yeah.
What were you doing in 2010?
I was just out here fucking living and working and trying to make shit happen for myself. Actually, if you want to get into it, Ridiculousness started in 2010.
Really?
Hell yeah.
We started shooting in 2010, August 2010, and we're still shooting now. So
Wow.
it's been 10
That's
years
awesome.
of
That's amazing.
Ridiculousness.
Congratulations.
Thank you. That is crazy.
That's amazing.
I raised you motherfuckers out there.
So I met you the year before. So we've known each other this entire decade.
Yeah, definitely this entire decade. I feel like I met you in 09 or 08, one or the other.
I think I met
very
you
cool.
halfway through the decade.
Yeah, that's
15
in
probably.
2016.
16?
Yeah, 2016.
Yeah.
But John's a baby as well.
I am.
Yeah,
I
John,
was
what were
in-
you, like 14?
I
when
was
this
in
decade started?
11th grade.
I
in
would have raised
2010.
John if he was dumb enough to watch my show.
I was an MTV kid, so I was definitely catching a couple
all right,
episodes.
John.
Yeah,
Hey, how's it going?
But I got my first camera in 2010, like my first legit camera. So I
Fuck
would
yeah.
say that was like
Okay.
the beginning.
All right.
Kind of started life, huh?
Yeah, yeah.
All right, that was a good personal overview of 2010.
It was.
Now let's get into the news.
Let's get into the fucking news.
Let's see. I think the biggest event of 2010, maybe not at the time, but in retrospect, is that Instagram came out in 2010.
Oh, yeah. That's
is
pretty
true.
huge.
It's the year it premiered. And think about the influencer wasn't a thing. The
Right.
podcaster wasn't a thing.
Yeah.
Not that made.
Well, there were podcasts, but no one was listening. Like Apple Podcasts has been they've done it for a while, but like it didn't
Right.
really pick up until
Right.
the last 5 years.
Yeah.
Do you remember when you got on Instagram?
Yeah.
I refused to get on Instagram for a while just because I'm fucking rebellious.
Oh.
And I was just like, I'm not getting on that shit. No one cares about that. And then I got on, I think, in 2012.
I think I got on in 2012 too.
Yeah, I was like, all right, I'll get on this shit finally. And the show had been out for 2 years or a year and a half, and I still was like, I'm good.
You were one of the first people I remember on Twitter. I remember you trying to build your Twitter and Ryan Rodman trying to build his Twitter.
I love Twitter.
I also remember the first time I was at a dinner where everyone was on Twitter instead of looking at each other at the dinner table, and I was like, "If this is the future, fuck this." And now I'm completely complicit in that culture.
Mhm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so Instagram was 2010.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's really cool, actually. And much like ridiculousness, somehow it's still here, and nothing has replaced it just yet.
There have been people who tried for sure.
Well, my least favorite thing about Instagram, although it's such a boss move, is that Snapchat came along and they're like, "We have a new idea. We're gonna do these stories that expire every 24 hours." And Instagram was just like, "Yoink, we'll take that."
Yeah.
And then we were all just like, okay. And then they were like, okay, well, Snapchat, we have these filters that changes your face. And Instagram was like, oh, okay, yoink. And then just took that. And then they
Instagram
just ran it
never
into the
did
ground.
Instagram never did the face filters like Snapchat.
Not as good.
Snapchat, it still killed them in that
Yeah.
feature. Instagram was just like, it was more like a one-stop shop where we were just like, we don't want to leave and go somewhere else if we don't have to. And Snapchat wasn't trying to give us what Instagram was giving us. Snapchat would have been bigger if it decided to give us what Instagram was already giving as well.
Yeah.
Because it was killing on the video portion. And then they allowed
the
them to
Discover
come in
Network
and take
and stuff.
that. And then we were kind of like, all right, well, they're giving us everything. So fuck it.
Yeah. But that's more of a 2013, 2014 thing.
For sure.
We're still in 2010. What else happened in 2000?
Instagram is invented.
Came out.
Uber came out.
Uber came out.
Wow.
Uber. Let's get into it. Uber came out.
Wow.
That was crazy for me because I told you this story earlier. But for Uber, for me, like Uber in the beginning was just black cars.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, hey, because you're a fucking child.
That makes
John.
sense. Yeah.
And like I was on Uber before like any of my friends. I have friends far richer than me that I would like pull up at their house with like a car outside. They had a driver, and I would tell them like, "Yeah, I'm outside. The driver's outside." And my boy said for years he questioned, "How the fuck is this dude Steelo just always having a driver everywhere?" And then Uber became bigger and bigger, and then he realized, wait a fucking minute, he's just been getting Ubers for years now. And I was like, yeah, dude, like Uber's been a thing. So Uber came out in 2010. That's huge.
Yeah,
Uber
absolutely.
is
Yeah, that's huge. Also, I just had a flashback to how terrible taxis were before Uber came out.
Oh, for sure.
Taxis were the worst.
Yeah.
Especially in Los Angeles. You'd call a taxi and it wouldn't come to you for 45 minutes.
yeah. And think about even in New York,
And they would
like,
charge you like $45 to get across town.
as a black dude, you couldn't even get a taxi. So now they can't see your face. They just have a star and a name. Now you got to pull up at your house.
That's interesting. I've never thought about how. Oh wow, that wine is fantastic. I've never thought about how Uber has changed for people of color.
Oh, 1,000%. Like, all you have is a fucking star and a name. And my name is Sterling, motherfucker. You don't know what's going on until you get here. You're like, he got me. Oh, shit. I feel like people probably still cancel on certain names. If we looked into Uber histories of canceled, Deontay is struggling. He's going through it right now for no reason. He doesn't know why. And he's the nicest guy. His star rating is still a 4.3. He can't even. He has no idea.
Pretty low.
It's pretty low.
What else is a 2011 story?
2010, my bad.
Or 2010,
Haiti
2010.
earthquake.
Haiti earthquake. How many? Didn't that kill like 65,000 people?
Let me find out for
I
you.
don't know if it was 65,000, but it was humongous. Wyclef went down for that. They say he stole money from them. You know, he did a fundraiser where he was raising money for Haiti because he's from there.
Yeah.
And he ended up raising like 13 million. And he said he pocketed like 10.
Whoa.
Oh my God.
Oh, this is
Wyclef.
this is
I don't
a whole
remember
thing.
that.
Oh, this is a whole big
I'm like
thing.
a Wyclef Jean fan too.
Yeah, I like Wyclef too.
That sucks.
Man, Wyclef likes money.
Oh, I also
230,000.
30,000 people.
230,000.
230,000 people died in Haiti.
30,000
Casualties anywhere
people.
ranging from 100,000 to 316,000.
Yeah, I think sometimes we forgot how huge that really was.
I don't know how we forget about how he's the Haitians remind you. I have my brother's wife is Haitian, and then one of my really good friends, who's also a videographer for us, he's Haitian, and we talk about I bother him about Wyclef, but we talk about this shit. But I didn't know if I really realized 230,000 people died in that one earthquake. The earthquake.
Earthquake. How big was the earthquake?
The earthquake.
11.2 or some shit.
I just see 7. 7 doesn't
It
even
was,
seem that big.
it was just because the infrastructure was probably
Oh.
so bad.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Everywhere.
I don't know. That sounds insane. Over 200,000 people dying.
Yeah, that is insane. It is insane.
I would say that that's one of the biggest disasters of the decade, and
1000%.
I didn't even think about it until we put it in there
You putting it on your disaster list?
on my disaster list.
Yeah, there's a disaster list, man. I agree with you. I think you're fair to fucking argue that.
So I just-
Conan. Following that up with
Conan
Conan's
took
show.
over
Because he took over late night for
Jay Leno.
yeah, but then after like a couple episodes, they removed him and Jay Leno came back.
Yeah, that was fucked up.
Yeah, man.
That's so fucked up for Jay Leno to do
I
that.
vaguely remember this. Like, it's not a bigger disaster than Haiti, guys. I don't know what
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I think it's still.
I don't know what you guys are really arguing here.
well, I don't know. Andy Richter had a lot in the canon. And kind of fucked it up. No, Conan bounced back, and congrats to him for
TBS.
bouncing back.
Conan was fine.
And Team Coco.
I talked about this to
It
you earlier.
probably didn't feel like he
If
was going to be
Chris
fine.
was like the new late night host, and they just hired Chris from here, right? And then he got fired after like a week, that would be fucking disrespectful. It'd be hurtful. You'd be like, you didn't even give this guy a chance. For me with Conan, I was like, Conan came in the game like 50 million, 100 million. And like, Conan, you're fired. He's like, oh, that's fine. I'll figure it out.
I felt like I don't know. I felt like it was disrespectful to him as a comedian because they're like, "Oh, Conan's kind of weird," and it's like, "Well, of course. Did you not know you hired Conan?
Yeah.
Did you not know Conan was 6'6"?
How
I
do you-
actually didn't know
That's
that.
weird in Hollywood.
How do you think comedy would be different if Conan was the Jimmy Fallon of this decade?
Oh boy.
Do you think it would?
I don't think Conan.
Changed a lot?
Look, no offense to Conan. I like Conan a lot. I don't think Conan could be the Jimmy Fallon of this.
Whoa, really?
Yeah.
Why?
Accessibility.
Yep. I think Jimmy Fallon is very much for everyone. I think Jimmy Fallon is he's digestible. He's very digestible. He's the family. He's Jimmy Fallon. He's just
Conan's more like an alt comedian gone mainstream.
Exactly.
My thing is, would that if Conan got the biggest late night job in television, would that change what mainstream was? You know what I mean? Would if you know, I'm trying to think of a musical analogy. If like, kind of like, if Drake went country, what? If Soulja Boy, yeah, like would that change, or would that change the direction in which we went?
Of course, obviously.
Yeah,
I don't.
If Lil Dicky
but,
had the biggest
again,
rap album of 2018,
God.
how would that change the next?
But what
10
I'm
years?
saying to you again is, I don't think that person. There is still a certain gift that Jimmy Fallon possesses that Conan does not, and that's being able to control a room in a certain way and to just be charming at times. Like Conan, I don't know if he's as charming as awkward, but that's what makes him funny, and that's what makes him Conan.
But we agree that Conan is funnier than Jimmy Fallon, yeah, or no?
I agree.
I agree
Okay.
with that, but he's not as accessible. He's not as not the most common denominator. People
Standard likable.
Standard likable.
Like
commercial.
Yeah, yeah.
That's commercial. That's what I'm saying to you.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know if you would be like, Lil Dicky could even be Drake. He can't.
No.
He's not
He's a
as.
niche.
Would it change everything if he was? Is what I'm saying. Do you think Stephen Colbert is You think Stephen Colbert fits in that mold, or do you think that's a surprising choice?
I feel like Stephen Colbert does a really good. Where are we even going? I feel like we're on 2010, guys.
Yeah.
I feel like Stephen Colbert does a really good job at. I would actually argue that Stephen Colbert is kind of like Drake, in the sense of this. He does a really good job at being able to. He's comprehensible for everyone. You can understand what he's talking about. He doesn't feel too deep on you at times where you're like, oh.
He's classic.
He's classic. But at the same time, he says some shit in there that you're like, that was real, man. That was really good. I don't know if everyone caught that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That was
Drake
actually
will
great.
have a bar that you'll be like, that wasn't for everybody.
Or you'll be like, that was really musically advanced.
Yeah, that was really fucking dope. And then Drake also knows how to make a record.
Yeah.
Where he's like, everyone's going to like this.
Yeah. Anything else in 2010 that's of note?
Obamacare.
Obamacare, okay.
That was big. That was a
big.
big.
That was, what the fuck you mean?
Huge. Yeah, I'm on
I'd
it
say
now.
it was a success, but it was big.
Was it
Chris.
as big as Instagram though?
No.
I mean,
I'd argue
Instagram
no.
definitely had a much
I
more
think more people
successful
have
launch.
Instagram.
Yeah, more people definitely had Instagram.
Bernie Sanders should just say he's trying to get as many people to have healthcare as have Instagram.
Yeah.
Recession is over.
What if you could? Yeah,
And the recession is over. That's
the recession
big.
is over. Okay.
Thank God.
KFC Double Down came out.
Remember that shit?
Yeah. So that was 2 fucking chicken patties as bread.
Oh, we fucking know. No, go ahead and tell us what it was. But yeah.
with bacon and cheese.
Oh my God. It was a heart attack waiting to happen. I don't know how KFC was not sued by someone. The Double Down was the most dangerous thing I had seen. Period. Since black on black gun violence. No, that's not a real thing.
I love chicken and chicken sandwiches, but this is excessive.
Did you eat
Too
the Double Down?
much.
Yes.
I tried it.
Oh, you both are sick as fuck.
I had to.
I didn't try
He
the
had
Double Down.
to.
I did not.
Oh yeah, it's a weird moment.
It was just
It's
too much.
a wild ride through hell.
Oh yeah.
It was intense, man. I just looked at the commercials and I was like, oh, this isn't real. And then when everyone was going out and getting them, I was like, wait, people really are gonna try this thing?
I had to, man.
Oh
Yeah.
man, was it good?
No. It's terrible.
Yeah, I don't think so. It doesn't make you feel
Greasy as
good.
Shit.
Yeah. Why would you even try that?
It doesn't make. It's like you're doing
You
it.
need bread. Like you just need that starch. You need it just.
Oh wait, there was no bread.
No,
the chicken is the
was
bread.
the bread.
Sick fucks. man. I
2011
forgot.
was a crazy time.
That's it. That's
2010.
it.
2010. What else? What else do we have? Yeah.
I'll speed along. The Vuvuzela at the World Cup, that was like a huge thing when
What?
Like so during the World Cup, I think it was, I forgot what country it was in, but everyone had like these instruments where they were like playing it during the games, and so all you could hear during the World Cup was and it was just a big meme. So I wrote that down because that was a huge part of 2010. Siri launched in 2010.
Oh wow.
Series, that's big. That's big.
That's
Yeah.
a big.
Old Spice commercials.
Old Spice, those I'm on a horse. You know,
I know,
those,
was it the first time that was
that was when they launched. Yep.
Too much.
Yeah, Walking Dead season 1. That's when it launched.
That's big.
It's pretty big. Yeah, it was one of the biggest shows. Zombies were a big thing in 2010, 2011. I feel.
Yeah, we had just
Yeah.
gotten to the end of the vampire phase, and now we're on to zombies.
Yeah.
Which is crazy that we really all buy into these phases. We're all like, enough of the whole fucking vampire thing. Like zombies, we're like, I'm listening.
It's
We're
different
into
enough.
dragons now.
Cultural shift.
So what's your 3 you're giving it to?
No, this is just for moments, right?
I gotta put Instagram being invented as one of my biggest events of the decade.
Yeah, I'll say Haiti.
It launched in October 2010. Sorry.
Oh, it did.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Maybe remember it as much as we should as Americans, but Haiti is huge.
No, I remember I remember the shit going down. I remember telethons and everything. I remember things going down for it. I did not remember there was 230,000 people.
Yeah.
I do know how many followers I have on Instagram. So I was saying that. What?
That's true.
I'm
Me
making
too.
a fair argument.
Yeah, that's
like,
fair.
That as much as I should remember Haiti, far more. For whatever reason, Instagram has pulled me in, has pulled all of us in.
Right.
That's your comparison between the two.
Oh no! Yes.
I thought you were going somewhere with
no.
so it's about a quarter of my followers died in Haiti. And I was like, where are you going?
No, John knew what I was saying right away. I was saying,
yeah.
I was unfortunately, I do know how many followers I have versus I did not know how many people died in Haiti. So I would say Instagram for me is probably the biggest as well.
To me overall it looks like it's some steps forward. Like the idea that we're getting healthcare for all, the idea that we're starting these new tech giants, it's the start of something new for sure.
What the fuck?
What's
vote your shit. What is it?
Mine is Instagram.
I need the speech.
I'm gonna have to put Instagram too, man.
We all Instagram across the board.
I think it's pretty unanimous.
Hey, Instagram, you owe us a check.
Congrats, Instagram.
Hey, Facebook, I guess.
We'll be sending you all awards. Just know that much.
Yeah.
Instagram, you are now winning for 2010. So calm the fuck down. It's not the whole thing. It's just 2010 so far.
Are we gonna go through the music?
Yeah, these are not songs.
I have the top. I have songs. I can do this right here.
Okay, yeah.
I got you guys.
Okay.
Let's do it. All right. I'll just go through number ones of 2010.
Mm-hmm.
We got Kesha, TikTok. We got the Black Eyed Peas, I'm a B. Tal Cruz featuring Ludacris,
I'm a B.
Break Your Heart. Rihanna, Rude Boy. B.O.B., Bruno Mars, Nothing on You, which was kind of the introductory of Bruno Mars to people.
Was that his first?
That's the first.
That was the first thing
wow.
he featured on B.O.B.'s record.
Wow, that's a lot of premieres in one year. We got Instagram, Uber, Bruno Mars.
Yeah.
Usher featuring will.i.am, Oh My God.
Oh
Eminem, Not
God.
Afraid. I'm not afraid.
Not afraid.
What has Eminem become?
This year doesn't sound. This year doesn't sound.
Everybody,
You're right.
come take my hand. We walk in the road forever.
Like the Spider-Man hits.
That's my Spider-Man guitar.
Wait, what's the jam of 2010 though? Is it TikTok?
Katy Perry,
California
Girls.
You got Eminem, Love the Way You Lie. Teenage Dream. Bruno Mars, Just the Way You Are.
Okay.
None of these are the jams.
These are all number ones.
I
dude.
know. I'm looking for a Call Me
I-
Maybe.
Oh, I know what you want. Far East Movement, like the G6.
Please
like
no.
a G6. Like a.
Wait, they got to the top of the charts?
Number one, motherfucker, for
Yeah.
all 2 weeks. 2 weeks, too.
Yeah.
Kesha, We Are Who We Are. Rihanna
even
featuring
know
Drake,
that
What's
one.
My Name. Rihanna, Only Girl in the World. Pink, Raise Your Glass. And Katy Perry, Firework. That was 2010.
Firework
guys.
is kind of a jam. That
I
might be
think-
the jam. So what are we
No,
saying
it's
is
not.
the
It was,
jam?
think-
it was number one for 2 weeks,
As
and it
far
came
as
in the end of
hits,
the year.
I'm gonna choose Love the Way You Lie.
Thank you. That's a good record. That's a good record, John.
I'm sorry. I would also like to throw out that My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy came out, and therefore every song on My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy came out, which means that I would like to nominate All of the Lights. No, what's the
That's
best song?
not even on there.
Yeah, it
Let me
is.
see.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's not even on the list of number one.
Well, but it's on the list of songs that came out that year.
Oh, you're just trying to throw a random song? I thought we were talking about number ones. These are the biggest records. dude.
Really? Kanye didn't hit number one. He didn't hit number one with
No,
Runaway?
Kanye
Runaway
didn't-
never hit with number one?
Bro, come on, bro.
Power.
So we're picking, these are jams. We're not picking the
These
best
are the
songs.
jams,
These are the
man.
jams.
I think Rude Boy was a big hit
Yeah.
in 2001. 2010.
Rihanna killing it.
Come in, Rude Boy. You know that song? You don't think it was a huge record?
No, that is.
Nothing on You was a big record.
Nothing on You. They're all good, but they're not Watch, we're gonna hit 1 year, I'm sure, where it's gonna
Oh.
be jam after jam after jam.
The longest running record of that year, though, was Eminem featuring Rihanna.
Oh.
Love the Way You Lie. John Ross.
Wait, is that? I guess that's why they call it window pane.
Yes, that's.
I guess that's why I call it window pane.
Okay, but
Just
that one
gotta
was-
stand there. Never mind, I'm going to that one. Love the Way You Lie. I'm gonna write window pane if that's okay.
That's cool, man. But spell it Pain.
I guess that's why they call it window pane. What's yours, John?
It's not Love the Way You Lie as
Window
well.
pane?
Yeah, window pane.
Okay, so I'm gonna, since I get the vote within the number ones, even though I'm gonna go with Nothing on You.
Okay.
Okay.
Or Just the Way You Are. Just the Way You Are, actually, because it was Bruno's first record by himself. I'm going to go with Just the Way You Are. I'm a big Bruno Mars fan, if you guys don't know out there. I love Bruno Mars. I
Hell
think
yeah.
I am Bruno Mars. I performed a Bruno Mars record on live television before, and I had on a wig and everything. It was great.
AKA.
Cut to a clip.
AKA,
What year was that?
that was 2010. No, I'm joking. It was like 2000 and like maybe 17.
All right, well, we're gonna finish the story when we're there. Good movie.
Top movies were
Okay.
Inception, Toy Story 3,
Mm.
Black Swan, The King's Speech, Social Network.
Ooh.
Now there were
I
other
already know
movies
what
that
I'm voting
obviously
for.
came out in that
Right.
year that you guys can choose from if you want to take the Christopher route.
But I didn't take that route.
I know.
Okay.
Just to be clear.
Set us straight.
Oh shit! But I didn't. I could have. I did not take that
What
route.
what movie are you gonna say?
I'm gonna let you guys pick.
I'm gonna say Social Network.
Social Network is a fucking big film, man. 2010. I'm trying to see if there's anything else.
For me, it's a toss-up. Like, it's a personal pick, but Scott Pilgrim came out that year, and I love that movie.
Oh, Scott Pilgrim was
It's
good.
so good. But I'm going to have to choose Inception out of the hit films.
Ooh, Kick-Ass came out that year
Oh,
too.
that's a good one.
Kick-Ass and Scott Pilgrim came out? I thought that was the same director.
No, Scott Pilgrim is Edgar Wright, which is the guy who did Shaun of the Dead and all
I
and
thought
all that.
Kick-Ass was also
Kick-Ass
Edgar
is
Wright.
Matthew Vaughn, who did Kingsman.
Oh.
Yeah, it makes more sense. The Fighter came out that year too, guys. I don't know if you like The Fighter with Christian Bale and Mark Wahlberg.
Oh, yeah.
I love that film. But I'm gonna go.
I do
with,
like that film.
film's really good. I'm gonna go with as my favorite film of 2010. Black Swan was really good. I really did like Black Swan. That was a great
Yeah.
film. But Toy Story 3 was really good.
Toy Story 3 was
Damn.
really good.
Inception is just Inception. I'm gonna go with fuck. The Social Network is a really good movie too.
You can vote the same thing.
The
We
Last
both went with-
Airbender.
We both went with Window Pane. for the song.
127 Hours was good, but not one of my favorites.
Right.
I'm gonna go with who went with Social Network. I don't like that.
It was me.
I don't like picking the same thing. And you went what?
Inception.
Inception's so fucking good.
No, I wrote down Scott Pilgrim for you.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Cool.
you
That's
did?
Cool.
You
Yeah.
did. Okay, I'll
I'm
take
down.
Inception.
Okay,
Okay.
cool. That's cool.
Inception's amazing.
I'm
All right,
fine with
cool.
that.
Okay.
Okay. We're figuring this out as we go, guys. The next decade in review is going to be way cleaner than this one.
Oh shit! Back to back.
Steve Jobs dies is huge to me
That's very.
It is huge. It is huge.
because he died unexpectedly and before his time. He was only in his 50s.
He had
and-
pancreatic
and I don't
cancer.
He
think-
had cancer, and he also chose to not get treatment.
Oh, is that true?
Yeah.
Yeah, he wanted to do it a natural way. He said, and then he had a
Damn.
natural death.
Damn, that's you know.
Yeah, that's one of the smartest men people would probably argue in the world. You're like, oh shit, why not go through the chemo? But that shit is hard. That shit is real. That shit is hard. It's not for everybody. Everyone doesn't want to do it, but that was why Steve Jobs died.
I also feel like Apple never quite recovered. It was like the most innovative company. Year after year after year, came out with the iMac, the Air or the MacBook Pro,
The iPod.
the iPod,
But you mean they never
the
recovered?
iPhone, and he developed the iPad
Yeah.
before it came out. And then like what have they really done
Well,
after that? The watch.
AirPods.
AirPods are cool.
Okay.
And the watch, but you're saying they never recovered in what way?
Creatively.
Creatively, I'm fine with that. I believe
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I agree with you. But they have a booklet of I think 5 to 10 years of everything they're going to come out with before he even died, they had this book. So
Right.
it was stuff that he had worked on as well.
Wearables he worked on, right? He worked on like the watch.
Yeah. So I mean, yes, I agree. Creatively, maybe, but maybe they had thought to themselves they had peaked. Maybe, yeah, like you're saying, there is no one, I'm guessing, as innovative as him to be there and say, we're not thinking about this thing. We're just kind of covering. Like, streaming, we'll jump into that too. Apple streaming.
Right.
Everyone's done that.
If Steve Jobs was alive, maybe.
They were doing things that no one had done. And that was a difference. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So trends. I'm going to start. Kim Kardashian's 72-day marriage.
Oh, yeah, with Chris Humphries.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, but Chris Humphries, man. Remember when she had lost like her earring in the ocean or something? It was some huge shit. No?
Wasn't that Titanic? Oh, okay.
Who the hell is Chris Humphrey?
He played
a basketball
He
player?
played for the Nets for 3 years, and now I don't know what he does anymore. But
Wow.
but he was in the NBA for like at least 8 years, I think, 7, 8 years.
Yeah.
Man,
Wow. What a
Yeah.
life.
Yeah.
Just gets to throw in like 10 years ago I was married to Kim Kardashian for 52 days.
Yeah, 72.
72.
Excuse
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
I didn't mean to delegitimize their marriage.
Charlie Sheen winning.
Winning was
Oh,
so
fuck.
fucking crazy.
So for those of you who aren't there, Charlie Sheen is a drug addict who is also an actor. Well, and what was happening? He was like he was kind of a little meme in that point.
What do you mean?
He was on Two and a Half Men.
He was on He said he had tiger blood, and that he kept saying he was winning, and everyone else wasn't winning, and it became such a thing because there was an interview, and everyone just started saying, "I'm winning and winning and winning," and it was just Charlie Sheen made winning a thing, and then he made, then he had HIV like some years down the line.
Oprah Winfrey show ended.
Oh, that's big.
Wow, that was a big shift, I guess.
Oprah ends. That's huge.
Yeah.
I mean, for me at least, I grew up in Chicago. Oprah Studios is in Chicago. Oprah, like, she changed television, period. And
Definitely.
just like probably the most profound black face on television since I think '88, since the year I was born, until 2010, which was such a big moment. That and when Jerry Springer moved from Chicago, that made me sad as well. but Oprah, leaving television, that was,
She must have been on for like 15, 20, 25 years.
Yeah, 25 years. It is 25
That's almost every day.
Coney 2012.
Oh, this is such an incredibly interesting story to me.
I forgot all about Coney 2012.
Coney
Coney
20
earlier, and then I just saw it on paper, and then I was like, I know exactly what it is.
Yeah, Coney 2012 was a movement when this video went viral about this essentially terrorist, Joseph Kony, who was breeding child soldiers in Africa. And it was like, let's all band together and work against this guy. And the guy who made the viral video became super famous, raised a ton of money, and could not handle it at all, and blew the money, and then wound up on a drug bender and was naked in the streets running around.
Mm-hmm.
And additionally, it turns out it was fraudulent to begin with. I don't remember that part, but you were saying that before.
There was accusations that the Joseph Kony had already been, the problem had already been confronted, like it's already been solved. And so this is like something that doesn't even need to be dealt with. So what was this money for? And the funny thing was, I think this literally
it's
was
like if somebody just started posting up Hitler videos today and was like, guys, we're gonna raise money and take this motherfucker down, and no one knew history, and they were like, let's all protest this guy. How is this happening? I live here. I don't even know how this is happening. The person that sees it.
Well, it's a little bit of to me, it's such a birth of a few things. It's a birth of fake news, and it's a birth of everyone becoming outraged without really knowing the facts.
I don't know what the whole fake news thing. When people start saying fake news, I've always thought the news was fake. I always thought I'm just saying, growing up, I always felt like we don't know if this is real. A lot of this shit isn't real. I think we just have more access now where the culture of, are you saying the culture of fake news where everyone was outraged saying this?
Yeah,
is
right?
Cool.
Isn't that such a inception and first time you see, when has something like Coney 2012 on that scale happened or even been able to happen in the past, before the internet, before social media, before this?
Yeah.
So it was the first time that we were all scammed, because I think there's a ton of classic
Did you give money
scams. No, but I
can see
I got
you, like,
involved. I think I maybe put up a sticker or some shit or like a sign.
Okay, were you involved, John?
I don't think maybe I
shared the
didn't, but I
video.
would have.
I was definitely
You
like,
shared the
wow,
video?
this
I
is
shared the
terrible.
video.
I was like, wow, this is definitely something that we need to be more aware of.
Yeah, I had invested.
Because it was a moving video. Like, it was
I had
edited well.
invested in Coney 2012, so I made money from it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was part owner of the company. We got your donations. We appreciate you.
Well, hey, man. I was tax write-off.
And then what else do we have? Game of Thrones season 1
So that's when it premiered.
and Gangnam Style.
Oh, Gangnam
No, it's
Style.
season 1. Oh, this is 2011.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, what were you doing in your personal life in 2011?
My personal life? I don't fucking know. What? I don't know what year we're in.
2011.
I'm talking about right now.
Oh, right.
No, I'm joking. I'm saying 2011 Ridiculousness had actually aired. So that was the premiere of Ridiculousness. So my life was changing. I remember the first night it even came out. Me and my brother went to In-N-Out and we were joking. And I was like, well, I would always just joke for the first like 3 weeks. I knew no one knew who the fuck I was. So I would just go places and be like, you say what? You watch the show? Ridiculousness? All right, check it out. Everywhere I went. And people would be like, what are you talking about? And then it became one thing when people were actually like, you're the guy on that show.
And you're like, I gotta stop doing this joke. I
Yeah.
look like a dick.
Yeah, I stopped doing the joke. 1,000%. Do you have dandruff, dude?
I did my first audition out of school at the end of 2010, and I booked it, and so I got cast in this national tour. So all of 2011, I was on a national tour.
Are you sure? Is that when you fucking almost died?
Yeah, I almost died in 2011.
Oh.
Close to my biggest accident I've ever had. I fractured
Yeah.
my cranium. I was in the hospital for 9 days while I was in Atlanta, and then I went to Chicago. I lived in Chicago for 4 months. I watched The Throne there.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. And then I lived in Boston. No, I watched Throne in Boston. Excuse me. Watched Throne came out while I was in Chicago.
And you met Kanye.
I did. Kanye came to my show in
know.
Boston. Yeah.
Telling you your own stories.
Yeah,
man.
yeah. That's a pretty exciting part of the year. Kanye came to our play. It was Peter
Damn.
Pan, and Kanye came.
Hell yeah.
Kanye had one night off in 20 nights and came to watch Peter Pan.
It was because you had him on you saved the ticket for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Specifically
Yeah.
to see me.
Yeah. We'll call. Yeah, I'm here for Chris.
But like,
yeah.
I also feel that way. Like, I feel like, of course, Kanye wins off Peter Pan.
Right?
Like, yeah, Kanye likes Peter Pan. That's not like the most surprising thing.
That's
I've
a
ever
good.
heard.
It's a good story.
It was also a high technology show, and he kind of used that in the tour the next
Are
year.
you saying Kanye jacked that shit for?
I think he was coming to. It was a like really high tech multimedia show. I think he was a little bit
I
like,
didn't know that. You never told me that. You never invited me to the show. It's crazy.
well, we didn't. I wasn't in it while I was in LA. I was just observing.
So
Well, you just want to see Peter Pan
I
while
would
it's
have
in
taken
LA.
the trip for you, man.
Oh, I didn't think about it.
Where was it again? In Boston?
Chicago,
I
Boston,
never been to
Atlanta.
Boston. I came home to Chicago though. Came to support you.
Yeah, what was the funniest moment was meeting your friend Ricky when I came back, and he's Kanye's cousin, and him being like, "Oh, you're the guy who was in Peter Pan. Yeah, Kanye really liked that."
Yeah.
And I was like, wait, I did not expect in any way that being in Peter Pan for a year would get me any street cred in the rap community.
And it did.
Surprise.
It didn't, but it kind of felt like it
saying
did.
Kanye couldn't give you that. You thought
Kanye
you could
fell
get street
asleep
cred from
during
Kanye.
part of it.
No.
How about you, John?
I started film school.
You're in high- oh, you're- okay,
I
nice.
graduated 2011, and then I started film school. That was like probably the very I was like, oh shit, I'm a filmmaker now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. That's
Like
awesome.
life continues to get good for us in these years. So far.
Yeah.
Like, what do you think was the biggest event of 2011
Oh,
from
well, I mean,
just
I'm looking at
remembering it?
I don't think we do that. I don't fucking
All right,
know.
let's go through them.
Okay.
I wouldn't know.
I remember in Chicago when Osama bin Laden was killed.
Yeah, okay. See, yeah, when you say Osama bin Laden killed, I'm like, of course that was one of the biggest moments. I do remember turning on the news, or actually turning on the live, fucking with Barack walking to the podium, telling us,
Yeah.
we already heard whispers, and the internet was buzzing.
Yeah.
And it was like, I think they got him. I was like, no. And then it was like breaking, and you see Barack come to the podium. You're like, oh shit. And then when he was like, tonight we have killed. And he goes over his shit. And he's like, or something like, you like, oh,
We got him.
motherfucker, like, yeah, you like, oh shit. You felt like Barack did it perfectly.
Yeah.
As a black
I was
man,
there.
I was like, that nigga Barack shot him, yo. And it was like, no, we have actual soldiers.
How long was it until that meme came out afterwards where at the end he kicks the door down? I love that video. It's so funny. Because I wish that really happened at the end. That was a pretty exciting moment.
Is that the only top story we have?
No, there's Arab Spring. That's when Kim Jong-il dies, Steve Jobs dies, royal wedding. So we can kind of move
This
that
is
around.
another big moment for social media, though. The Arab Spring, like it assisted a revolution, and that's pretty incredible. They overthrew the government. I mean, I'm not incredibly going to sound fantastic talking about the Arab Spring. I can't really remember all the details 9 years later, but I remember it. Once again, social media is this huge political tool, and this time not in a hoax like on Coney in 2012.
Right, because everyone was sharing what was happening there, right? Pretty much. I don't remember many details.
Me
from
either.
This, yeah.
I do remember Occupy Wall Street went down in 2011 as well. And that was big.
Yeah.
Penn State.
I guess we've had a big year, a big decade of protests.
Penn State was humongous. I'm a sports fan myself, so anything sports I can go over. Penn State and the touching of boys from Jerry Sandusky. Sandusky became a thing.
So what happened?
Sandusky became a thing. Jerry Sandusky, if you don't know who Joe Paterno was the head coach of Penn State for, I would say, 50 fucking years. I'm probably not even exaggerating. Joe Paterno, Penn State is one of the most winningest football organizations of all time in college.
He's a legend.
He's a fucking legend. He's that guy. He's fucking Paterno. So Jerry Sandusky was one of his right hand man, one of his assistant coaches, and there became this whole big scandal that Jerry Sandusky basically groomed little boys from when they were young, and then they come to Penn State, and he groomed them in football, but also sexually, and that he was touching on kids. And so many kids came out and said, "Yeah, Jerry Sandusky did it to me too." Jerry Sandusky would have camps. He would have all kind of shit.
I mean, not acquitted. Those two guys got charged.
No. Joe Paterno was never charged.
But he got fired.
Yeah, he resigned.
He resigned.
He was forced to resign.
He should resign.
He claimed that he never knew. I don't know if I necessarily believe that he never knew.
Yeah,
but that's what he claims, and and people
you.
backed him because they felt like Joe was a stand-up guy, and that's not how he operated. But I just don't know if you can be that close to an individual and be working together all the time, and you don't smell his fingers. At some point, you're gonna smell his fingers. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. What the fuck?
Well,
I thought that was a saying that I wasn't aware of. It's like, caught you red-handed.
Well, John, mark.
Oh, God.
Well, John, mark it on the board. It's our first child molestation scandal of the decade. There will be a few more.
Oh, shit, America.
Oh, God, America. So what's your favorite child molestation scandal of the decade?
We should literally title this 2010, 2019. Oh, shit, America.
Mass shootings and child molestation.
Welcome back to Wine and Weed. We're an hour in. And we're only on 2011. We are fucked, America.
All right, let's go 2012. Let's go speed round. 2012 is a speed round.
Well, we didn't talk about movies. Did not even talk about songs in 2011. Did not talk about movies yet.
Let's go. Hurry
Let's
up.
hear the songs.
Songs. We got One Direction created. I don't know what that is. Drake.
No,
Take
One
Care.
Direction was created. That
Yeah, they were created in 2011.
So
They're not. They were people already, Chris.
They were born.
created.
the band was created.
Okay, cool. Drake, Take Care.
Wow.
Watch the Throne.
Shit.
The Weeknd, House of Balloons, and
Okay.
LMFAO, Party Rock Anthem. Party Rock is in the
house tonight.
Everybody just have a
All right,
good time.
we have no time. I know there's a lot of stuff that came out, but it sounds like Party Rock Anthem has it, right?
I feel like it was really huge.
It was.
Those
but
dudes.
Kendrick Lamar came out.
Yeah, that's true.
You're not. But listen, no. If
But it was
Kendrick-
just swimming pools at
Kendrick
that point,
Lamar
right?
didn't come out, did he?
Good Kid, Mad City.
Oh no, that's 2012.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
No.
Party Rock.
No, Party Rock somehow scammed their way into performing at the Super Bowl.
What?
They did.
They performed at the Super Bowl.
I
That
actually.
is the biggest scam we have ever seen in fucking
People were
North American
excited.
history. People were like, "Oh, look at them go! He wore the cheetah pants."
Wait, no. Who did they play with? They did not headline the Super Bowl,
No, they
did
didn't
they?
headline it, but they were definitely talked about. People were like, "Party and don't stay tuned for Party Rock."
They're gonna be around forever.
You know, okay, I'll give you a weird musical fact is that you know that they're like is it Quincy Jones' nephew? That's Berry Gordy's son.
Yeah, I remember
Actually,
hearing that.
I think Berry Gordy's son, who's the founder of Motown.
I know that they are like also like the two members of that band are like 12 years apart.
One's
they're
a
related.
nephew.
Yeah,
One's
yeah,
a
yeah.
nephew.
Yeah.
And one's a fucking nephew. That's why he broke up because he stopped fucking listening to his uncle.
I'm gonna try to make a band with my nephew and I'm like
But they're
Yeah.
like 45 and they wear tights. They're basically modern day fucking birthday clowns. they are like, guess who I got for you, honey? Who? I got LMFAO. They're here to make you laugh your ass off.
They're like, yeah, it's like rave birthday class.
But yeah, so I think we're gonna go with Drake Take Cares for me.
The song Take Care?
No, Take Care of the album.
Okay, but that's not a song.
Oh, we didn't name songs.
Except for Party Rock.
Party Rock, but that was also the name of their album.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Why do I know that?
All right, I'm obviously saying Party Rock Anthem.
Okay, you're not gonna go with
No,
Otis?
Oh, I love Otis.
You love Otis, I know that. Yeah.
Yeah, I also love Paris. I might also give it to Paris.
Ooh, Paris. You can go Paris.
I also love Otis, though. I'll give it to Otis. Also, what's on Take Care?
The Weekend, House of Balloons. Take Care has everything.
It's just hold on. We're going home. I'll Take Care.
So Drake Take Care is arguably Drake's best album.
I love Over as well.
Take Care had
All right, I'm gonna do
Shot for Me. Take a
someone
Shot
like you,
for Me.
Adele. I'm gonna do the Someone Like You, Adele.
That's your
Someone
song?
Like You. That's
The
a good
song?
song.
Yeah, it's a song. Yeah, I wish. Yeah, that was a good album too. Actually, that was
Was
like,
that
that was like her
19?
best album.
that
yeah.
was
That
a
was
really good
19,
album.
right? Or was it 21?
That had Rolling in the Deep.
Yeah,
in it as
Rolling in the
well,
Deep
which
is
is
a
a
21
great
then.
song.
That's 21.
Yeah,
That's a
21.
great album, but I'm not going for that for myself personally.
That's cool. That's cool.
I'm
That's
saying
gonna
throughout. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I'm doing this wrong. I'm doing this completely wrong. If I had a whole.
Oh, yeah, we had to
farted
do
right
number
in my
one.
fucking face, dude.
That's my bad.
No, not you. I was like, Bruno Mars, Grenade, Britney Spears, Hold It Against Me, Wiz Khalifa, Black and Yellow, Lady Gaga, Born This Way, Katy Perry featuring Kanye West, E.T., Rihanna featuring Britney Spears, S&M, Adele, Rolling in the Deep, Pitbull featuring Neo, Afrojack and Hair, Give Me Everything, LMFAO featuring Lauren Bennett and Goon Rock, Party Rock Anthem, Katy Perry, Last Friday Night, Maroon 5,
Ooh.
Move Like Jagger,
Whoa,
Adele,
that was that long ago?
Yeah.
Adele, Someone Like You, and Rihanna, We Found Love in a Hopeless Place. We found love in a hopeless
Well, both
place.
of me and John's are on there.
Okay, so I'm gonna pick my own. I'm gonna go with Bruno Mars, Grenade. If you guys have
Wow.
not realized yet, I'm a
Yeah.
Bruno Mars.
You've gone with two Bruno Mars songs.
No,
so
actually,
far.
fuck that. I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna go with We Found Love.
That's a good song. Also, Calvin Harris showing up on the.
Yeah, Calvin
Top
Harris was already a big
Billboard.
DJ, but that was.
But that was a crossover to the mainstream.
1000%. Top movies that year were Moneyball, Drive, The Artist, The Help, Bridesmaids, and he just labeled it his last Harry Potter movie.
It's what is it?
And Deathly Hallows.
Part 2.
Part 2.
I am giving it to Bridesmaids.
Oh, I love Bridesmaids.
And I also think that is a big moment for women in comedy, and it will continue to be a big decade for women in comedy.
Oh, look
Oh,
at
yeah.
me, I'm politically correct.
I'm just telling the truth. I think
No,
it
I
is.
think women in comedy. I agree.
like
Love Bridesmaids.
you know, just to continue the conversation about comedy.
I'm gonna put mine down as Moneyball.
cool.
I'm a big
I
baseball
Moneyball's
fan.
my number 2.
Yeah, I'm a big baseball fan. It was one of the first times I really saw Jonah Hill. I was like, oh, Jonah Hill's not in a comedy,
Yeah.
and he like murdered it. And I was like, oh, look at that.
I love Moneyball. That would have been my
Yeah.
number 2, but I thought
And
Bridesmaids
Brad Pitt
was
was
just such a
Brad
good
Pitt.
comedy.
He was so fucking good. The movie's just a good movie, and it actually that story's a great story. It really did change baseball in the way they looked at it. But you know, I'm still a guy who goes off talent.
What you got, John?
Man, you know what? Like, I don't feel super strongly above it, but I'm gonna have to choose a Super 8.
Okay.
Cause like
Oh, I
that
like
was
Super 8.
as a filmmaker, like that movie was like I was a big fan of it. It like really captured old Spielberg vibes.
Hell yeah. Let's get into 2012, guys.
for trends that I see, it literally it's like blank people say shit blank people say. You know that format?
Shit. Oh yeah, like shit girls say.
Yeah.
The shit girls say was the first video of that.
Things like that.
I remember that. I don't really like that trend in comedy and internet that much.
No, I hate it. I think it's so generic.
It's
I
very
think
easy.
it's so trash.
Yeah.
I think it makes everyone think they're a comedian.
Yeah.
It makes everyone think they're funny.
But it
Shit,
was
your
kinda-
girl be like, when you leave your phone. And you're like, oh, shut the fuck up.
We had just started working with MTV and they contracted us to make they were like, will you make a shit people say video? They're like doing really well right now. So, and it was like, we were working with the MTVU. So we made shit frat guys say, but it turns into like a story in the middle and it gets like dramatic. And I thought we flipped the format well.
Word.
But
Well,
I didn't, but it was because we specifically didn't like, exactly like you're saying, the like genericness of,
She just
Shit,
did one
girl.
called Shitty People Say.
yeah.
Shitty People Say.
YOLO was the term of 2012.
Yeah, it sure was. Did you YOLO in 2012?
I never YOLO'd. One of my friends got a tattoo that says YOLO.
A couple of my friends.
Yeah, I
got
know. I
tattoos
didn't
that
want to. I
say
didn't want
YOLO.
to. A couple of my friends did, and I was like, "What the fuck are you doing? That shit is trash." Yeah, I wasn't a YOLOer. No, I sang the song. I sang Drake's. I
definitely rocked out to that song.
every day. But I never was like, "Yo!" I never once in my fucking life have screamed out YOLO.
But were you YOLOing?
Was I living?
Did you live once in 2012?
I lived the whole 2012.
Were you living once during 2012?
I
Because you
guess we
only
all
live
are.
once.
Yeah, you only live once, but every day.
You only died twice.
Well, you live multiple times every day.
Then you live more than once.
Well, but you only live once.
What the fuck?
In
You,
That's our
2012, we were all only living once.
Nucky was, I think, born in 2012.
Grumpy Cat. That was a.
Grumpy Cat. I never really understood Grumpy Cat.
Yeah, I wasn't a
And then
grumpy
the,
cat guy.
Yeah, were you a Grumpy Cat guy?
Memes.
Yeah, I guess
Okay.
so.
And then the last one I had was it was the Olympics, and then Michaela, the one who's like pouting.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That was a good look. You remember her?
Okay. No, kinda, not really. She didn't do it for me.
That was in 2012.
Wait,
Week
are
on the
the-
memes, 2012.
wait, but now we're on Barack Obama reelected.
Yeah, it had to be 2012.
That was 2012.
Man, Mitt Romney was everywhere in 2012.
Oh boy.
It was
That's
a year.
true, though.
It was a year of YOLO and Mitt Romney.
Mitt Romney is a gateway drug to Donald Trump. Mitt Romney was
Yeah.
literally a
AKA.
gateway drug to Donald Trump.
Why? In what
I
way?
just feel like Mitt Romney was the first time I have felt at least as a person that now could vote, and I've been voting for a while, but that felt the energy of racism through a politician. I didn't feel like necessarily he was. I felt like his following felt like, oh, this is old white America trying to get back to their ways.
Right.
And I felt like that very much so felt like racist to me. I mean, but it also could have just been because Barack Obama was running. Who knows?
Yeah. I don't remember feeling specific racism behind Mitt Romney.
I don't know if you would feel it.
It's great. No. I felt Donald Trump was running a racist campaign.
Yeah, but that's different. Donald Trump was running a racist campaign. I think the Mitt Romney followers were the first time I
Okay,
felt,
that makes because they were
Yeah.
like, let's get this.
let's get the exactly. So I felt that energy of like, oh, this is weird. Oh, fuck these people. And before I always felt like this is people running. There are people who are running to see who's the best president and the best candidate. And when Mitt Romney ran, I was like, fuck these motherfuckers. Like they felt racist. I don't know.
Yeah.
Against Barack, they wanted to get him out.
I remember I saw the Netflix Mitt Romney documentary after the whole thing, and I was like, Mitt Romney seems like a pretty good guy.
Okay.
Like, I don't agree with Mitt Romney.
No,
but I think he seems
I
like
didn't
a
see the
pretty good guy.
documentary, so I don't know.
Oh, I'll watch the Chris Brown one.
I was
watched
you
the-
knew where I was going. I was gonna say you still
Yeah,
haven't
I'm
watched
still
the
around
Chris
it.
Brown one.
I was actually driving home going, I think maybe I'll watch the Chris Brown one when I'm on Netflix.
You should.
Because who knows who our guests will be this season.
Who knows?
It's a whole new season. then.
It's a
Mitt
whole
Romney, I
new, oh, we can get Romney.
Mitt Romney.
Hopefully, Mitt Romney.
Hit Romney. That hit he had in 2011, 2012.
Oh man. Okay. Aurora Batman shooting.
We're a Batman. Now we've got our
It
first.
is the first shooting of the decade.
Make the shooting sound. First shooting of the decade, guys. First mass shooting was the Aurora Batman shooting. If you guys don't remember, I think it was a Dark Knight Rises.
It was the Dark Knight Rises, yeah.
Dark Knight Rises, and someone decided that it'd be great for him to shoot up a movie theater, and he killed, I think, 12 people.
Oh, I'll look it up.
Yeah, being like the Joker, you fucking idiot.
Yeah, I think he shot around 50. I think he killed around 12. I may not be 100% correct with my numbers, but I feel like I'm pretty close.
Yeah.
There were 12 deaths, 70 injured.
Wow.
I was pretty close.
That was pretty close.
I'll take that. I took 12 deaths and 70 injured. Yeah, so that happened.
Fuck.
And then what happened right after that? Sandy Hook.
Sandy Hook.
Sandy Hook happened.
Sandy Hook.
Not very far. And was that an assault rifle with that guy? I mean, it sounds like it. 12 people. 70
Kills
people
26 people, including 20 children between the ages of 6 and
That's
7.
Sandy Hook.
Yeah, I thought we were talking about Sandy Hook.
Yeah.
What a weirdo.
Yeah.
What a couple psychopaths.
And then Hurricane Sandy.
Oh, yeah, I forgot we're trying to speed through 2012.
Yeah. And then Sandy from SpongeBob
hard.
came
Yeah.
out as gay. It was a big year for Sandy.
Yeah, definitely. And then
It
we
was
thought the world was going to end in 2012.
2012, people thought with the Mayans and the
Mayan
world was going
calendar.
to end. The Mayan calendar.
Nostradamus.
Yeah. People thought it was going to end. Which I always was like been weirded out by that. Like they, when people do that whole thing, they're like, well, was it supposed to be 2012 years, or was it actually 2012 on the calendar?
The Mayan calendar was, I don't know, it was 2012. It was supposed to end around that date.
But I thought.
Well, sorry. So their calendar ended on that date. So people were
Yeah.
taking it that it was a sign that means the world will end.
Yeah, and that guy just ran out of ink.
Yeah, I think he's just like, guys, I think I'm good.
There's no more wall over here.
My fucking arm is going
Yeah.
to sleep.
We can just update it in the future if there's more years, right?
Yeah. I think we're set. Okay, and then that's
My shift's over.
oh, that's pretty much it for stories.
Well, let's go over the music and movies.
Yeah, top songs. So somebody that used to know Good Kid, Mad City.
Oh, okay. So Good Kid, Mad City comes out.
Yeah, tonight we are young.
Yes.
That was what we said
Okay.
earlier. We found love. Wild Ones.
Channel Orange. Call Me Maybe.
Call Me Maybe.
Which is the
this
biggest
is a lot of fun, you know?
one-hit wonder. Like, it's like the biggest
Was she-
song in
was she that
Canada.
one?
I think a
Wonder
lot of
video?
people would argue to you that Carly Jepsen is Ray.
But We
Jepsen is
Found
not a
Love
one-hit
came
wonder.
out in 2011. But it was a
Oh.
huge record through 2012 as well. If that makes sense.
Yeah, no, that makes complete sense.
It was the first number one hit for the year, top of the year.
Yes. Yeah, that counts. It's like a transitional
Okay,
song.
cool.
Yeah.
Just throwing it out there, guys. But yeah, so
What I'm noticing is that, with the exception of two very big, terrible events that happened, but I mean, and I don't want to I'm not trying to look down on you, 2012, but you had two, and now we have like 300 a year.
Mhm.
So other than that, I felt like it was a pretty positive year.
people
We
say
had all these poppy, fun songs. Kendrick Lamar comes out, but people don't realize like how woke he is yet. It's still kind of fun. He's like, hold up, drank. You're like, this is fun. Everything seems really nice in 2012. So I want to give 2012 some credit.
okay.
Where credit is due. We were YOLOing, and Mitt Romney was losing.
So what's your vote for your moment? Did we even vote for a moment for 2011?
Oh, yeah.
We suck.
These are shitty moments.
I'm saying Osama bin Laden for 2011.
Oh, I think we all did already.
No, I don't think we did.
2011.
Well, we did. Let's just do that across the board.
Osama bin Laden. Okay.
We we got to get through this, guys.
Cool. That's fine with
Osama
me.
bin Laden.
I'm American. That works for me.
American wouldn't say I'm American, John. Can you show me?
My country,
paperwork.
'tis of thee, sweet land of liberty.
John just runs down.
John, that's a song.
They're on to me. We're like, what the fuck?
That's not part of the Constitution or anything. It's just a song.
Oh, I see.
Oh, I'm gonna go. My favorite song is "Pyramids" from Frank Ocean.
Okay, we're not doing number ones anymore?
Oh, I already gave you number ones, right?
Yeah, he listed number ones. He was We Found Love, Good Kid, Mad City, somebody I used to know. Tonight We
You
Are
didn't
Young.
read this yet?
He did. Call Me Maybe.
No,
We
that's not,
Found
those
Love.
aren't number ones.
2012.
Oh, I thought we were doing 20. You were still doing 2011?
2012. We already did
We
2011.
did. He's
Okay,
right.
this is 2012.
We're high,
This
guys.
is 2012.
January 7th. Okay, I'm sorry. LMFAO has Sexy, I Know It. Sexy, and I Know It.
LMFAO dominated this.
They dominated.
Yeah, Vim and
Don't
Pitbull.
you ever fucking forget it. Adele set Fire to Rain. Kelly Clarkson,
Oh,
Stronger,
wow.
What Doesn't Kill You.
Oh.
Katy Perry, Part of Me.
Stronger.
Fun,
I don't know that
featuring Janelle Monáe, We Are Young.
We are young.
That's a huge record.
That
That's
was
a
a
huge
huge
record.
Yeah. Then nothing
Somebody
after
I
that.
used to know. Somebody that I used to know.
Yep, that's good.
That's how it goes.
I don't give a fuck, guys. Carly Rae Jepsen, Call Me Maybe. The kids.
That's huge.
The kids
Huge.
own the summer. That was number one from June 23rd to August 25th.
Yeah, it's
The
yeah.
kids ran the fucking
In case
summer
you
up.
wanted to know what it felt like to just exist YOLOing in 2012, at one point I pulled up next to a car playing that song. They were also playing that song, and like I rocked out, and it was in Venice Beach, and it was like a group of like cute girls. It was the funniest thing that's ever happened to me. So 2012, man, Call Me Maybe. Those times.
Oh, for
We
sure.
can't
Wild.
go back.
Wild.
Florida Whistle.
Ooh. Taylor Swift has
Taylor Swift,
a couple.
We Are
I knew
Never
you were
Ever-
trouble. We are never ever getting
We're
back
never getting
together.
back together.
Yeah.
Wow.
Maroon 5, One More Night.
Sure.
Rihanna, Diamonds.
Imagine
Fuck.
Dragons.
And Bruno Mars, Locked Out of Heaven. Bruno Mars is the shit if you guys have not realized.
Locked Out
it.
of Heaven.
I can't. I mean, I guess it's okay that we're picking number ones, but I wish I could also
Well,
do
but
diamonds.
Ooh.
you can hear those number
Shine
ones
Bright
and
like
know
a
what
diamond?
albums
Okay.
came out and stuff as well. You can go off your own shit.
Okay. I love Backseat Freestyle.
Okay.
Can I use that?
Yeah, you can use that. I use Pyramids from Frank Ocean.
Okay, you use that? Okay.
Pyramids from Frank Ocean was my favorite record of that
Okay.
year.
Give me Imagine Dragons Night Visions then.
Whoa, really?
Yeah.
Ooh.
That was their best album.
Is
Okay.
that a song?
No,
Night
that's their album. So
No, we
that's
do
the
an album.
we're
I
gonna
mean,
song.
records. We do records.
just okay. Fuck. I guess I didn't like its time that much then. Damn it. If I'm gonna choose off of this list, it's somebody that I used to know. I'll choose that.
I like that song. I'm
Yeah.
glad somebody repped it.
Yeah, it's
But
a great
I-
song.
They didn't stick around though, and that's unfortunate. But
Mm-hmm.
wow, guys, we really got through 2012 pretty quickly.
Mm-hmm. Fucking bad.
We
in
didn't do
2013.
movies, but
Oh
whatever.
shit! I'll just run through it real quick.
Really
Just
quick,
throw it
really
down.
quick, really
All
quick.
right.
Looper, Lincoln, Skyfall, Silver Lining Playbook, Life of Pi, Zero Dark 30, Dark Knight Rises, Avengers, Django Unchained, Argo, Flight, and Hunger Games.
I don't like any of the choices very much. I guess I'll say Flight.
I'm gonna go for Avengers then.
I'm gonna go for Silver Lining Playbook.
I like Silver Lining Playbook
That was a
as
good
well.
one.
I just knew you were gonna say it.
One of my favorites. Shout out to my boy Brad. Brad.
Shout out
You
to
guys come on the
Sterling's
show
boy.
this year,
Brad.
boy.
I said shout out to Sterling's boy Brad.
Yeah, that's my boy.
Is he really a possible
Does
person
not
to
know
come
me,
on?
Chris, at all, and you know it. You son of a bitch.
I didn't when I said
Don't fucking call me out like that in front of our fans and friends and family and everything else you guys out there in wine and weed land.
Oh, I need to.
All right, let's get into 2013.
Let's get it started.
We're only in 2013.
That original version was "Let's Get Retarded" in here, which is like, who would think to put that on a record? I'm sorry, I don't know if you know that was a decade, but Black Eyed Peas, no. Stories. We can get into the Boston bombing. Snowden. I remember Snowden. That was a whole movie about that shit.
Yeah.
This is 13.
This is 2013. Yeah.
We
should be.
made this into a white man story, and I don't want it as a white man story, Chris. The George Zimmerman acquitted shit. George Zimmerman and making a Trayvon Martin story. That was huge. That was kind of one of the
Oh,
first
yeah.
markings of you can get shot by a white man and have proof and everything else, and nothing happened.
Yeah.
So that was
Just
in
a
2000
teenager, a
and-
15-year-old, right?
Yeah,
He's a
15.
15-year-old walking home
Who
through
had a
a gated
hoodie and a
neighborhood,
bag of Skittles.
and he shot him.
And he shot him.
And he got away with it. And he got acquitted.
and he got away with it, and he got acquitted.
And he's still famous for some reason, which is so
he
stupid.
kind of leans into
Yeah.
exactly what everyone thinks he is, and I'm always just shocked when I hear some weird black on black violence, which I don't believe in for the 100th time on the show. But when I hear about some violence of black people against black people, and I don't, and again, don't wish death upon anybody, but like, well, I'm like, how is George Zimmerman still living? And yet we can be killing our own or having shit go. How the fuck is George Zimmerman out here taunting us and be like, well, this person had it coming or this thing? He leans into the shit and he's still living. So George Zimmerman really put on a show this year.
And that marks our first police shooting of the decade. It won't be our last.
No.
Also, it probably wasn't the first, but it was the first high-profile one.
Yeah.
And he's also not a policeman. He's just a fucking security
He was a
guard
volunteer.
that somebody gave a gun to, and he killed a kid, and everyone was like, that's cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, let's keep it moving.
Let's do it,
Any more
America.
stories we have?
What else happened in 2013?
I mean, there's the Trends, which was the end of Breaking Bad.
Loved Breaking Bad.
The Harlem Shake, which was a huge.
Hated that.
That
Yeah.
bothered me because that's not the Harlem Shake.
Right. Okay.
There's a whole dance that is called the Harlem Shake. And then literally white people were like, what the fox say? Or some weird shit.
Yeah, right.
And they were like, this is the Harlem Shake. None of them live in Harlem. But yet, they got to decide what the new Harlem Shake looked like.
The guys that created that was half Japanese, half white. He did it in Japan.
This motherfucker.
He did it in Japan, and then Australian skaters repeated and they kind of invented the meme.
Oh, really?
So-
I thought Diplo blew it up as well.
Well, then again,
Yeah,
became
after-
everybody.
yeah,
But
spread
the
far
two
and
people
wide.
are credited, that one guy,
Filthy Frank
Filthy Frank,
or Joji now.
and then a group, I guess a group of skaters in Australia
yeah.
switched did the jump cut.
the
The jump cut of everyone going crazy.
Yeah.
Because it was one person
Okay.
dancing in a
Contributed
helmet.
Okay. Well, that's not the Harlem Shake.
Yeah, that's
for sure.
Okay.
That's Harlem Shake in parentheses 2013.
Yeah. It's like when the Running Man came back out.
Right.
Was that not the Running Man?
No! The Running Man's a dance from the 80s and 90s.
Wait, the Running Man came back
Running Man
out.
is
Oh,
this.
that's
Like
the
this,
game.
right? Yeah,
Oh, that's the one I know.
Yeah, that's what's
That's the one
what's
I
the
know.
new one?
No, you guys all know the Running Man challenge.
No, I didn't know there was
hold
a
on,
Running
I need
Man
to-
challenge.
Yeah, watch this. It's this. Oh, the kids was doing this?
I didn't see that.
Oh, I just thought they were like shuffling. Vine launched in 2013.
Vine launched?
Yeah. Launched.
Vine started and ended this decade?
Yeah.
Cool. I like that story. I want to see a social network about Vine starting and ending.
And then, oh, you're right. And then just the word swag.
The word swag. I'm going to go with that being the biggest story of the year.
Trend or the story? The biggest story in all of
I'm actually going to go with YOLOing as the biggest story
That
of
wasn't this
2011.
year anymore, motherfucker.
Of 2011.
Oh, okay. What?
You just said Bin Laden dies. I'm going to go with YOLO.
Wait, we're in 2013. We're in so
He
YOLO
knows
is 2012.
that he's
Oh,
going back.
okay.
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, we're in 2013?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're in
Did we
2013.
pick our most important stories of 2012?
No. You guys ready?
Let's do it.
Can I hear a hell yeah?
Hell yeah.
Hell
Hell yeah. All right, guys. Malcolm and Ryan Lewis thrift shop.
Oh,
Right.
wow. It was the year of thrift shop.
Yeah, can't
Yeah,
hold us.
yeah.
Wow, that was a whole thing.
Harlem
sure.
Shake. Bauer Harlem Shake. Bruno
Damn.
Mars, When I Was Your Man.
Okay.
Part of the reason the Harlem Shake is on there is because the year before they started counting streams and YouTube streams as being part of Billboard.
Ooh, I like it.
That's part of the
Random
reason
fact.
that Harlem Shake is on there.
Pink, Just Give Me a Reason.
Oh, okay.
Malcolm and Ryan Lewis featuring Ray Dalton, Can't Hold Us. That was huge.
Oh, yeah.
This was the year of Macklemore.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Robin Thicke featuring T.I. and Pharrell, Blurred Lines.
This year had some
That actually
jams.
was the biggest hit.
This year
And
had
then they
some
lost
jams.
it all through a lawsuit.
Right.
Katy Perry, Roar.
Roar.
Miley
Damn,
Cyrus.
that's a jam.
Wrecking Ball.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Lord Royals.
Right.
Holy shit!
That
This
was
is the
Lord.
banger year.
That was huge. Chris is just drunk now, guys.
no.
He thinks this year's a banger year.
These
It-
are way better songs than 2000.
it's-
Party rock anthem
And
could
then
hold a
Eminem
candle.
is back again, featuring Rihanna, The
Fiddle-
Monster.
Oh, I like that song.
So that was it.
There's also Drake started from the bottom. Suit and Tie, Justin Timberlake.
Wow.
And then Get Lucky, Daft Punk.
Okay.
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 2013.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
Get Lucky.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good. That's my choice. If we're gonna choose
Get
from
Lucky
that
is a
list.
great song.
That was
I'm
great.
happy.
That was great. Bruno Mars. is
Random
back
Access
again.
Memories was a great album.
Random Access
Yeah.
Memories was a great
I just
album.
keep saying Bruno Mars every year. Bruno Mars is back again.
I mean,
When I Was Your Man was not a hit. That was a hit, guys.
I do want to give the ladies some credit. No,
What?
I do want to, like, Miley Cyrus, and like we may not choose those Katy Perry, Miley Cyrus
Mm-hmm.
songs as our hits, but those are
Lord,
banger
Chris,
records.
that was
not
my very
Royals?
second
Chris.
pure heroin.
We're all about diversity and shit on this show. We're all about equality across the board. I'm not gonna pick a song just because it's gonna be a hit. I said Rude Boy is a fucking hit. Wrecking Ball wasn't my record.
No,
I came in like a wrecking ball. Not my jam. I'm
I
sorry.
know.
I feel that,
I'm
yeah.
just giving them credit for having a bunch of
Oh,
smashes.
of course, I'm not giving the guys any more fucking credit. Fuck these motherfuckers.
I'm picking LMFAO once again.
Well, I will say Robin Thicke, T.I., and Pharrell Blurred Lines was
Yeah,
huge. It was
huge.
huge.
Oh, for sure.
It was the biggest record of the year. I'm looking at it being number one from June 22nd until September 14th.
I mean, that's also Pharrell was also on Get Lucky.
Yeah,
it was
it
a
was
hell of a year for Pharrell as
One
well.
was happy. Damn.
Every year is a hell of a year for
Get
Pharrell.
lucky. Get lucky was out. What else?
I might give it to Lord Royals.
Cool.
I like
Royals
that
was-
song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Royals was
That was a
actually-
great album.
So Royals was number one from October 12th to December 21st.
I'm gonna give it to Lord. Although
Big record.
I
Huge
really,
record.
I was kind of wanted to give it to Macklemore just because it was such a year for Macklemore.
For sure.
I'm gonna go with Bruno. I'm joking. I'm gonna go with probably Blurred Lines.
All right,
man.
cool. I thought
Okay.
I'm glad
I
you're
know
going
you
with
want
Blurred
it.
Lines. These were my top 3 across the board, so I'm happy that you guys.
With an attitude. T.I.
Oh boy.
What are the
Movies.
movies right quick?
All right. 12 Years a Slave, Frozen, Wolf of Wall Street, Nebraska, Captain Phillips, Her, Dallas Buyers Club, American Hustle, Gravity.
This is a good year for art. I
It
like
is.
both the
People are
songs and the
creating.
movies.
I like it.
What's my favorite one of those?
Oh, I know you love 12 Years a Slave.
one?
The very
12
first
Years
one. Yeah,
a Slave.
12
I
Years a
remember,
Slave.
remember
I
when
did
you
like
wrote that
12 Years a
review
Slave.
that said, I wish there were more years a slave.
No.
What the fuck? Wolf of Wall Street is great.
I'm gonna give it to Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah, damn. That's mine.
You could do that.
All right.
You're also giving it Wolf.
Yeah, I have to. That's
Two
so,
wolves?
so
Two
good.
wolves?
Wolves of Wall Street.
I like Wolf of Wall Street. I love her.
Oh, Her is great.
Spike
Wait,
Jones.
I didn't vote her.
Okay.
I'm seeing you right and
I'd
shit.
I'm
I'm in between her and Dallas Buyers Club.
Mm.
I like American Hustle too, but I think I'm between her and Dallas Buyers Club. I'm gonna go with her.
Writes it, erases it, writes it again.
I'm glad because I also really like Her.
Yeah,
me
it's
finish.
super good. Joaquin, man.
Her Buyers Club.
And event.
Moment. We have the Boston bombing, as we said before, Snowden, and
Oh, I already know.
George Zimmerman acquitted.
But the trends are counting in that moment too, right?
Yes.
Yeah, trends
Okay,
count
okay.
for you, man.
Cool.
If you want those fucking trends, you go for
Vine
them.
being created.
I'm going myself for George Zimmerman being acquitted. It was a mark for me. We spoke about this earlier. We didn't really get to put it in the show like that, but I said that people argued when Sandy Hook went down, that was the mark for America, and saying if we don't give a fuck about children dying at the hands of mass shootings and these weapons, then we won't care about anything. This, for me as a black man, was a moment that I looked at and I was like, man, nigga, if we got footage and evidence and everything else surrounding it that we need to still get justice, it still is not there. So for me, that George Zimmerman being acquitted was huge. It was huge. And it was a mark, I wouldn't say the start of the Black Lives Matter movement, but it was a huge moment in it. And just bringing awareness to everyone and saying Black lives do matter.
Yeah.
So I'll go with that one.
Something similarly significant for me was probably the Harlem Shake.
Hell yeah.
I hate that laugh.
I'm so sorry.
I hate
I'm
that
sorry.
even
I'm
laugh.
sorry. I'm sorry.
No, but
Somehow.
that's a shame because I believe you. that's the scariest part. That I'm like he means that.
Part of me knows that Snowden was maybe the most important,
Yeah, I
but
was gonna say that too.
but I don't know Snowden well enough.
I don't either.
Right.
Do you?
I know as much as everyone else. You know what I mean? But like,
There's another
oh
information.
yes, I would love that. But I mean, it is a big deal. Like I know what the gist of it and how.
All I know is Joseph Gordon-Levitt played the actual guy in the movie.
You know what? His portrayal of his voice was amazing.
That was it? That's me. Oh, sorry. You want one?
Yes, please.
You gonna finish yours though? Yours isn't done yet. Am I monitoring his fucking weed intake?
Black Mama right there.
Black Mama swag.
Finish your dinner before dessert.
You're saying Snowden, John?
If you're gonna say Snowden, I'll say Breaking Bad.
Oh, I like him.
Okay. Well, we're all Breaking Bad fans, so we needed one of us to vote it, so we'll take that, John.
For sure. I'll take the L.
Let's roll the 2014 package.
Black Lives Matter.
There's no. I don't know
okay,
if
I was
there's a
like, what am I-
package, But I just like
I burned
pretending
my
that
fucking
there's a
hand.
little
Oh, you
intro
alright?
card right there.
No, thanks, John. Chris would never ask me.
You okay?
You don't care. No, may I get a lighter though as well? Donald Sterling fired. Ebola outbreak. The deaths of Michael Brown and Eric Garner.
Those are big.
Robin Williams' suicide.
Chris Reinicker's most monumental moment of the decade.
Of the decade.
It's a man's death.
I have
A
a
man?
story for
Okay.
that. There's a weird story about that. Bill Cosby rape allegations. And then for trends.
I have a weird story about that.
And then for trends, we got that the epic Oscars selfie that Ellen did.
Thank God.
Let It Go in general. Yeah, that was a trend. That was like a memorable because like that selfie that Ellen did was the most liked photo on Twitter for like a couple years.
No, I know.
Oh, okay.
Just know that it was a trend.
Ripped jeans, just in general, was like the fashion.
I haven't let that trend go.
I feel like ripped jeans comes and goes every couple of years.
Yeah, it does.
It's a classic. And then the ice bucket challenge.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. That's
Did
I feel like
did
that's
anyone
started.
actually give back anything?
Right? No, they just put ice on themselves and posted online.
I feel like that was a big moment in challenge history to
Yes.
understand that like challenges existed, and I nominate this person, and that kind of became a thing for the rest of the decade, where I think it'll be known as a challenge decade.
Right? Yeah, where the challenges started. Yeah. And now where are we on the cinnamon challenge? How many more have we gone through? Like. So that's pretty much it for that we have.
I'll go
written
back
down.
up to the top. What was the first one?
So we went to Donald Sterling fired.
Remind me what happened.
So Donald Sterling was the owner of the Clippers. That man owned a fucking team. And he had a mistress who became kind of famous, weirdly famous from being his mistress, and she used to wear these weird fucking visors and shit. Neither here or there. I guess he had rules with his mistress or some shit, and his mistress took a picture with fucking Magic Johnson back in the back of the Clippers arena and also the Lakers arena, Staples Center, and Donald Sterling he was outraged with this. He felt like you can fuck him and you can feed him. Take a goddamn picture. I'm sorry, but that's how he did that.
Is that a real recording of it?
Yes, it's a recording that was out of Donald Sterling yelling at his mistress, mad because he didn't feel as though she should be on property taking pictures with black men. He didn't want her taking pictures with any black men. He would talk about us like we were this, and that's a problem for a simple reason. Donald Sterling owns a basketball team where a lot of black men are fucking employees of this thing. Also, on top of that, my biggest concern and the biggest thing I want to point out is Donald Sterling didn't love his mistress. He didn't care about that bitch, and I'll tell you why. He told her she could fuck Magic Johnson. He didn't even care if she fucked Magic Johnson. He had a problem with her taking a picture with Magic Johnson. That's the most, like, I don't give a fuck about you thing you can say to women. I don't care if you fuck a nigga with HIV, bitch. I just don't want you to take pictures with them. And I thought that was crazy. But that's what Donald Sterling said. So he was fired from his... They had to move him from the team. Honestly, his wife ended up controlling most of the team. So he still was the owner for a little while. But then he ended up eventually selling to Steve Ballmer, who was a founder, one of the co-founders and employees of Microsoft. Who bought it for $2 billion. It was a record $2 billion. The Clippers were only worth $500 million, supposedly on paper at the time. And he bought them for $2 billion. And I'm like, it's crazy how a white man can say, fuck these niggas, fuck all this shit, and still make $1.5 billion on top of everything. It's insane. I found it.
I bet he
crazy.
learned his
Yeah,
lesson,
man.
though. You
He
know,
learned his lesson how?
exactly. I don't
He
think
was like, I'm $1.5 fucking billion richer. I will call all you niggas. Line up.
I'm glad we held him accountable by giving the team to his wife and having him sell it for $2 billion.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah,
But that was a story.
2014 was the dress in 2014.
Oh, the
dress,
Yanni or
ooh.
Laurel dress? Oh,
Yeah, the equivalent of Yanni Laurel, but a dress. You remember
Yanni
that? The black
Laurel.
and gold.
Oh, yeah.
Yanni Laurel never hit me. It's because I heard Laurel the whole time.
The black
I
and
could
gold
switch.
dress.
Let me see.
Wasn't that in
The black and gold-
I don't
or
think
was that
so.
2015? If it was 2015, it works better for my overall thesis about this decade.
Okay.
I hope it was in 2015.
I hope it was in 13.
Um,
I hope it was in 9, just to fuck you.
2015.
okay,
Ooh.
great, fantastic. Never mind. We'll talk about it next year.
2 more.
Bill Cosby.
Bill Cosby.
Bill
okay.
Cosby, William Cosby.
I don't know if that's a big headline. I'm joking. Yeah, we have Michael Brown and Eric Gardner.
Yes.
Robin Williams and Bill Cosby.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
So the thing about Robin Williams is I was supposed to do a commercial for this like mental health institution, which is in Los Angeles. And Robin Williams was supposed to be like the main person in the video, like talking to the camera. And I was a month out from shooting that. And then he killed himself 2 weeks in. And I was supposed to work with him after that. I was like, holy shit, that's intense.
That's insane.
On a mental health thing. Too.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
great. I was like, not even being funny. I was supposed to shoot this video with Jeffrey Epstein. And then he also... No, I'm joking.
Not to be.
He also did not kill himself.
There you go.
Also
That's
would
the
be-
punchline.
I got it.
Also, what if Sterling was lined up to shoot? What would you shoot with Jeffrey Epstein?
Nothing that's legal.
Yeah, that made me very sad when Robin Williams passed away.
Oh, for sure.
I wanted to see more.
Top songs? Not to jump out of Robin Williams like that.
Did we hit any?
We're gonna go back into it.
We missed Eric Gardner. Okay, yeah. I mean Eric Gardner. That was
Michael Brown.
That was even more on top of Trayvon Martin. Like this was just literally seeing somebody and it really being hard to understand.
Man, telling police officers
any-
I can't breathe.
Yeah, any circumstance in which this would be justified at all.
Yeah, but for me it was just like, oh, this is. People were like, why is this happening? Why is this? You're like, you're crazy if you think this is just happening. No, our phones are getting better.
Yeah,
We simply have better phones.
That's true.
Like
it's kind
that's
of
it.
haunting. Let's say it's like chilling.
Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, no, technology is getting better. This isn't a new thing. Our phones are just getting better. They're taping clearer pictures, and we're somehow still saying, well, yeah, we have to. A man telling you I can't breathe, and you show through action, I don't give a fuck if you can't breathe. I don't know. I mean, it's just, year after year, if we're going through this decade, we're going to constantly come through mass shootings and unarmed black men dying at the hands of our police.
On the police murder board, we have another couple up there.
Pitbull featuring Kesha, Timber.
Wow, that was
I'm
a hit.
yelling, Timber, you better move. You better dance. Katy Perry featuring Juicy J, Dark Horse.
I never got that song. I thought she hit it for a few years, and that one was just like a residual.
Hey, Nucky, chill.
I was surprised
that
that was a number one.
We have Pharrell Williams, Happy.
There it is.
There's Happy. Okay.
Because I'm happy. That was from March 8th
I feel like
May
I don't feel like
17th.
really.
Jeez.
I don't feel like Happy really. Like, he had 2 amazing hits the year before, and this was just like a residual. Like, well, I guess we got to give him Happy.
You're sad. That's why.
There
It was
you
a
go.
very happy song.
I like Happy.
It's fine.
It's fine.
John Legend, all of me,
Oh, it's a
Love
beautiful song.
all of you. Very random facts. Some gangsta homies I know wrote this song. Iggy Azalea featuring Charlie XCX. Fancy.
Damn,
nice.
This is
Some gangsta homies I know wrote this song for real though.
the start of Iggy.
That's a dope song.
Fancy.
You already know.
I'm so fancy. Magic, rude.
I think 2 years.
Rude.
Why you gotta be
So rude. Oh, I forgot
Yeah.
that song.
I think 2 years before this, I met Iggy Azalea visiting you in a studio.
Gonna marry you anyway.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
But then she just blew up 2 years later, and I was
And
like,
now
oh, that
we're
was
gonna-
that girl from that one time.
Go to her studio. Yeah. Taylor Swift, Shake It Off.
Oh God. Okay.
Oh,
Meg-
well, so this is a big year for Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift comes
Meghan
back with
Trainor.
1989 and
yeah,
wins
that
that.
was
Yeah.
that was no. I thought that was 2015.
All About That Bass,
okay.
2014.
Oh,
And then
okay.
Taylor Swift again with Blank Space.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's for sure. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
1989.
Taylor. This is 1989. This is Taylor's crossover into pop. Here we go. It's a big year for Taylor.
That's her transition.
Is this
yeah.
like, was that, did you mark this as a crossover into pop?
for
This is what it
Taylor
is.
Swift? Yeah.
I
1989.
didn't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This was
I
her.
don't know the rules, guys.
Yeah.
This
I
is,
don't like Taylor Swift. Do you know that?
You don't like
That's
it
fine.
at all?
I don't like her as a
A
person.
lot of people don't.
You don't like her as a person, or you don't like her as a musician?
No, musician, she's amazing. Well, no, she's a good writer. She's a really good writer. She's a really good writer. I don't know if she's an amazing musician or the best singer in the world, but she's a good writer. She's a good artist. I understand why Taylor Swift thrives as a person.
I feel that.
I don't even know her, but every story I've ever heard from anyone in Hollywood is Taylor Swift. Can't get it out. Taylor Swift is a shitty person. Taylor Swift is a shitty person. So I'm just putting that on file. I've said it. So if it happens again, she does something shitty, then just
I
You're
have,
right
a
here for
I have a personal reaction with Taylor Swift in which she's not a shitty person.
That's cool. Fuck
Yeah.
you. I'm saying people have caught Taylor Swift in so many lies throughout the year.
Yes, no,
Yeah.
on a public
And being a
on a
shitty
public
person.
level,
Yeah.
her like business ethics are
Even
questionable.
when, yes. And like,
Even the way
her
that she-
calling out Scooter
Yeah.
Braun right now is the most questionable shit, the most fucking entitled shit. Nobody has to tell you shit, Taylor Swift. Motherfuckers get their catalog sold all the time in labels because you sign publishing deals, you sign all kind of deals, and people sell rights to different people. It's a business.
and they took a chance on her.
But she just feels like, well, you guys sold my records and you didn't tell me that I was going to Scooter Braun. It's like, we don't owe you that. We signed you as an artist. Sorry. I know you would like to think you're more than that, but everybody else that's here is signed as an artist as well. They're not complaining publicly.
All right, I'll jump on the talking shit train because then I feel like she also reacts as like, oh, wow, you can do this because I'm a woman?
Yes,
And
she
we're
tried
like,
to use that shit.
and we're like, no, you can't do that because you're a woman. We're doing that because like you're an artist.
But
That's
even on top of that,
what
you
people
would
do.
continue to talk the shit train. She also, I feel as though,
Again, nice girl.
This is me personally. I
Bless
don't
her
know.
soul.
I feel like she uses women. I feel like she uses women when she has a song out. I feel like she uses homo. No, I mean, I'm sorry, that's Miley. I feel like she uses women though when
no,
she has a
she's
song
been,
out. And
she's
she has
been
a,
accused of also using LGBT people.
oh yeah, she has. I
Yeah.
thought so. Yeah, she used LGBT people, and she doesn't really. She's not a part of the actual
Gotcha.
cause.
She's
She's
not
not a
an
part of
ally.
that. No, she's just not a part of the actual community. But she uses it
Right.
to monetize things. She also uses women. which is weird because she is a woman. I don't feel as though she's anybody's really real friend until her album's coming out. And then she uses women and posts them and says we all stand for this. And it's like, no, that's to promote your fucking album and act like women are all on your side. They don't even fucking like you. You're just the biggest artist in the world when you drop an album.
But 2014 was huge.
It was your year,
Tay-Tay.
Taylor Swift.
1989.
It was your fucking year. Okay, so I'm going to go with, no, we're going for like, what's the best record or biggest record? I'm going to go for Studio, for real. I love that record. Schoolboy Q featuring BJ the Chicago Kid. Shout out to BJ, that's my guy.
I mean, I like Jason Derulo, and this seemed to be a good year for Derulo.
Jason Derulo.
Jason Derulo.
What song was it?
He had Talk Dirty.
Oh, okay. I remember this year. I actually remember this year. I remember I was living that and everything.
I might say All of Me by John Legend. I got to pick a ballad every once in a while.
You know, I ain't mad at that. I'm a big, I'm a really big, if I'm a Bruno Mars fan, I'm a really big John Legend fan.
You know?
I've been knowing John Legend shit since Get Lifted.
I'll choose Ariana Grande, "Love Me Harder," featuring The Weeknd.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. We're on to what I consider, guys. I'd like to finish this part one by introducing you to the year that I feel like embodies the decade more than any other year this decade. And that's 2015.
Let's go.
My argument is that this is the most 2010s year of the entire decade. This is the most 2010s it gets.
Okay.
Is
You
2015.
gonna tell us why, right?
Yes. You want me to tell you now, or you want me to tell you afterwards?
All right, I'll let's go. I guess you want you to tell us afterwards. So
Well, I could do it before.
No, I'll go through the stuff.
Okay. Let's hear what happened in 2015. Just tell me about the year, John.
All right. Well,
We've just gotten
it's
over
a fine
yellowing.
year. You know, it's been aged for. Look, let me see.
I'm
Okay.
really thinking over the first 5 years right now. About the arc.
The first pot stores opened in Colorado.
Wow.
It's a big year.
Wow. The first pod stores open in Colorado. That's a strong opening.
The California drought. The Apple Watch and iPhone 6 come out.
I feel like iPhone 6 is one of the best iPhones. iPhone 8,
Absolutely.
I also think.
Gay marriage legalized.
Wow.
Huge.
What year is this?
2015.
Wow.
2015.
I'm going to have to nominate numerous items from 2015 as some of the most important of the decade.
I agree. It is the 20th 10 years of the
Let's
of the decade.
keep going.
Ferguson / Black Lives Matter.
Wow.
Yeah. Hashtag pray for Paris.
Because there's a shooting there.
Yeah, the mass shooting.
My brother was there.
Really?
Mhm.
Oh shit.
At the concert or in Paris?
No, was it a concert?
Let me see.
It was at a metal band's concert.
It was in Nice, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was in Nice for his he was proposing, I believe.
Really?
Yeah, he was in Nice, and they literally were at exactly where it was at, I think 15 minutes before. And they got back to the hotel. They didn't even know until they got to the hotel. And they were like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck? They obviously had to
glad
shut
they're
down
okay.
everything.
Yeah.
Stay in the hotel.
What else we got from this?
Net neutrality. That's a huge
We
one.
voted against we voted for net neutrality.
Yeah, but I think the FCC voted
Won't let
to
me
enact
be.
strict regulation on the companies that connect people to the internet. So we lost that one for the internet, the freedom of the internet.
Oh, we lost it?
Yeah,
I thought we fought
the
against
FCC won. Well, we were trying for it not to pass.
Who's this over there?
Oh, sure. We were trying for the
What did that mean exactly again?
net. It's I'm a little foggy on it, but basically, like it's holding companies liable. So like a company can like make some websites load faster versus others because
They pay.
Yeah, because they're paying them. So like Netflix, they're mainly because Netflix's bandwidth is so huge, they want to start charging extra for things like that. So it's like, oh, you use Netflix a lot, we want to be able to charge you more for that now.
But that
Oh,
restricts
yeah.
a free and open internet because then only people can afford it can
Got it.
really
Yeah, they want
Got
Got it,
spots
got
on
it,
the internet.
Got it. I don't know why I thought it had to do with wearing condoms on pornos.
Oh, that was a thing too, though. Yeah. I think that was the next year.
All I took away from it was that they gotta wear condoms on every
Damn you, FCC.
video. What are you doing to me? And literally,
What
somebody-
happened to that rule?
I don't know, but literally somebody said to me, they were like, because I said like, oh, it's fucked up. That's crazy. That's gonna happen. And they were like, dude, it's enough porn to last us with dicks with no condoms for forever.
That's so true.
Why do you care if they start with porn? I mean, condoms. Now? I was like, I don't know. I don't know at all. It's just the freedom of me knowing.
Just knowing. Yeah.
They're living
I want
a
to see
very-
modern references and
Yeah.
naked dicks.
Yeah.
You don't put a fucking coat on that dick.
Red Cup Rage. Starbucks released its annual
Oh,
holiday
when people
cup.
were super mad about them not saying Merry Christmas.
Oh God.
They released cups that said like they were red and they said like Merry Mary, and they were like, why can't we say Christmas anymore?
Oh,
It was like one of the first years where they were like, there's a war on Christmas.
Happy holidays.
It was the
Yeah.
declaration of war for the war on
Do you feel like
Christmas.
there's a war on Christmas?
No.
Not Merry Xmas.
I feel like people text you Merry Xmas all the time now.
I just thought
I
they
feel like
were
everyone
lazy.
was. I feel like
Xmas is part of the war on Christmas?
yeah.
I just thought people are lazy. There's
No X. What the fuck does X even mean?
no, I don't know. You're right.
My thing is if there
Is it a cross?
if there is a war,
'Cause this
anyone,
should
You
be
can
a
just use a
T.
plus. Yeah. Oh yeah, just a T, straight
Or
up
a-
T. Yeah.
if there is a war, anyone who's participating on either side is so
Oh.
fucking stupid.
No, I'm not.
Is
I'm
that
not
like-
stupid, and I'm on one of the sides, motherfucker.
I
Suck
don't
my
like
dick,
anyone
Chris.
who gets mad that you can say Christmas or can't say Christmas.
That's not like Latinx,
Who
right?
cares?
Well,
Just say whatever you want to say.
Well, for me, no, fuck that. Fuck that.
What?
You didn't create a holiday. The Christians did. So you give us our goddamn holiday and you say, hey, that's their holiday. If you want your own holiday,
Well, what if you're
make your own
Jewish?
then make your own fucking holiday. You have Hanukkah.
yeah, so you can
So
say
brand it better.
Happy Holidays.
So brand it better and get more money in the Hanukkah business. Convert us to Jews. What I'm saying is marketing.
That's why it's
You're
okay
not
to say
marketing.
Merry Christmas and it's okay to say Happy Holidays.
What I'm
Whatever
saying
the hell
is
you want
the
to say.
Christians have won, and you need to just give them their fucking medals.
That's what it seems like it's about, which is stupid.
No, the Christians
Both
have
ones are
won.
stupid.
The Christian, if the Jewish people won and Hanukkah was a bigger holiday, then you would be like, hey, you got to give the Jews.
Are you saying that a Happy Holidays is an all lives matter to you?
Yeah, very much so. I
All
need you
holidays matter.
Not to all holidays matter to me, even though I'm somebody that just fucking told him what about Kwanzaa on his picture, which was created in the 70s.
There you go. The San Bernardino shooting.
Okay.
There's a lot of shootings on this list.
It was a big year for shootings.
definitely.
I'm sorry, if you watch other episodes, I'm not this cavalier of shooting about every shooting. I'm just really fed up and sad.
Don't start
you're
with this
pretty
episode.
cavalier about shootings, man.
And then a couple trends. We got hoverboards.
Oh shit, that really took the world by like.
Storm?
And then everyone was like, wow, Back to the Future was right. We got hoverboards in 2015. I remember that. I was like, wow.
And the dress happened in 2015 too.
Yes.
So I was working at BuzzFeed as we were like rising, and like what I felt like was the most internet year of all time.
Oh, for sure. We got
being in BuzzFeed during the dress scandal was like being in Wall Street as the market crashed.
It's
right?
black,
It was
it's
like
blue, it's
it
yellow.
was like
But
the
all of that stuff
story for BuzzFeed.
all that stuff is just left brain, right brain, right?
It's I forgot what the explanation for that one was. It's,
I thought it was for people that use their left brain for
Yeah.
creativity or whatever it is. And this person uses their right brain for this part, and they just see it differently. But
it switches from
But it's whatever I say it is. That's what you guys need to know.
Merry
say it's
Christmas,
If I
sir.
say it's Christmas and I say it's blue, and I say Yandy, bitch, it's all of those.
Wait, do you think it
Yanny.
was
No, I
Yanny?
thought it was
Yanny,
Laurel.
Laurel or
I thought it was
Yanny.
loyalty.
Laurel.
I kept
Loyalty.
hearing loyalty.
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 Kendrick
Loyalty.
Lamar.
Featuring real.
Loyalty. Loyalty. I got.
Loyalty.
And then Netflix and chill.
Wow.
Netflix and chill. Bitches have been fucking the movies. Let's start with that. Let's start with the basics.
This is a great moment for Netflix when they just like they got to, without even paying for it, they attached their entire brand to sex.
Yeah, real shit.
So sick.
I
Way to
wonder
go,
about the
Netflix.
dudes that work at Netflix now. Like they tell a chick that work at Netflix.
Wanna chill.
The girl's like, damn, you work at Netflix? Girl, you know he can fuck.
Give me a password.
Damn, bitch, you know
wanna
he can
see some
fuck.
preview content?
He work at Netflix. All they do is fucking in office.
Big Mouth season 4. Come on.
What department do you work in? I work in the chill division.
Oh, we work in the chill division. That's the biggest
Why come
division.
over on Netflix?
He runs the chill division, bitch.
I feel like they do that over and over again. They did first with Netflix and chill. They did it with Bird Box. Bird Box was an amazing ad campaign that like was free.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
and
sure.
I think they're doing it again with Marriage Story. Marriage Story is now a meme. That whole
Oh, I haven't
Adam
even heard of
Driver
this.
thing. Where it's like it's like he's punching the wall. And,
Oh,
and
okay.
they put different arguments underneath.
I haven't seen them. I used to love the Straight Outta Compton one. It was like straight out of.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, straight up. Yeah, yeah,
And you
yeah.
just put whatever you wanted in the
Yeah.
box.
Right.
I did one dedicated to Chanel West Coast. She got arrested, and I put straight out of jail. and I made it into a T-shirt and wore it on ridiculousness.
That's funny.
Yeah, piece of shit.
People would always write in the comment section, BuzzFeed's running out of ideas. So I made a straight out of ideas.
Oh, that's,
that's
pretty
cool.
good. I like that one.
That's cool.
That was funny.
You just said it twice. We heard you.
I thought it was so funny.
Dude, that's funny.
All right, where the fuck are we?
And then Drake versus Meek Mill.
We are in the most epic year of the entire decade, 2015. Everyone's going to
Drake
give it to
versus
2016.
Meek Mill.
Nobody remembers how dope 2015 really was.
Drake versus Meek Mill was huge.
Crazy.
I'll tell you later on why.
Why?
But I'll say later on.
Okay.
But
Okay.
no, I think Drake versus Meek Mill was huge. I think that Meek Mill is a real street rapper. He from Philly, and you know he came from battle rapping. He has a certain style, and the fact that he let this suburban Canadian motherfucking biracial ass rapper, who is one of the best rappers in the game, but that he let him truly beat him in his own thing, and talking shit and battle rapping was so huge in the rap community. We was like, you got to give Drake his credit. Drake is really here. Drake is not only like, yo, I'm here to make you hit records and sing an R&B record and make a record with Rihanna, make a record with these people and make these melodic ass records. But also, I'm going to get at rapping, nigga. Y'all think it's nice? These motherfucking bars.
He's
and
the
we was
Stephen
like, oh
Colbert
shit.
of rap music.
He's the Stephen Colbert rap music.
Yeah, man, what an amazing, I mean, also what an all-encompassing year, because we had these Ferguson protests, and there were these shootings, which are like sadly a sign of all what's to come, and then there are these huge strides forward, like gay marriage being federally legalized.
Yeah.
And then there are these
That's
internet
15?
trends.
Yeah.
These are all the same year, and and then knowing what's about to come too is like really weird
Yeah.
about the year.
See what you did there?
And the last trend.
You know what I'm
Gay
saying?
marriage. See what's about to come.
I thought you were talking about teasing the next half of the episode.
I'm joking.
The last trend is Hamilton.
And Hamilton.
See? Gay marriage, Hamilton, hand in hand.
There you go.
Also another year of hip hop because To Pimp a Butterfly came out this year,
It did.
Yeah.
and Drake dropped Hotline Bling, and Drake
Yes.
dropped if you're reading this, it's too late.
Okay.
And he beat Meek Mill.
And
It's a great year for hip hop.
What moment is are we gonna get into a song moment?
Oh, let's choose the moment first, I guess.
Okay, a moment. What's your moment, Chris?
I'm gonna have to say gay marriage being federally legalized.
How would gay marriage being legalized not be your moment?
Right?
has to
It has to be.
But Drake is my moment.
Bruno Mars does it once again.
He's back. Easy come.
But
Easy go.
I kind of think we should look at it as all of us get to choose 3, because just so that in case, like, we can't, if gay marriage wins this year, I think 2 things should be able to make top 5 of the decade from this if we wanted to.
I don't know if two things from this year need to make it.
I think Ferguson was crazy, and I think Ferguson was also this first time where Vine was being used as a piece of news, and it was a bunch of people on the streets showing you what it was really like there. Not the news covering it, the protests covering it in real life. I thought it was like a change in the way we've ever done reporting before. I'm really pumped up about 2015, guys.
I
Walking
can see.
into this
I think Ferguson was huge, but I think Trayvon Martin was huge. I think that I think Eric Garner was huge, and that Mike Brown was huge. I think those things were all huge to me. So like when you say Ferguson, I'm like, yeah, it was more of a public protest of like, hey, we fucking fed up, but we were all fed up individually. It was something we came together on, which was different. But I don't know. I feel like gay marriage still being legalized.
Yeah, it's huge. It's a huge change in society for sure.
Yeah, gay marriage being legalized is not this. It's. I feel like I would compare it to fucking Brown versus Board of Education or whatever. I would compare it.
Huge
It was so big. It was like, okay, cool. Like this is something that like truly has affected people for a long time now. And the fact that people could get married who have had love for so many years and not been able to be legalized, legally married, it was huge.
Right, well, if you're saying gay marriage, I'm saying the dress.
The dress was big.
Okay.
No, I'm just joking. But I do think, I don't know, I just think, like, once again, just tying back to that Coney 2012 Arab Spring thing with social media and being able to actually photograph police. I just think like Ferguson is a conglomeration of things up until that point. That's
I get that.
Very like respectable, and very 2010 in a way. You know, it's all those issues in one.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think, John?
I mean, that's literally like I'm looking at this list, and that's literally the most significant thing I can see.
Well, Ferguson,
or
it's literally a toss up between those two. Yeah.
And gay marriage?
And gay marriage, yeah. It's Ferguson.
Yeah, it's got to be gay marriage. Wow. 2015. We've come to an end, huh? And in my mind, that's so far. I'm going to wrap a first show right now.
Wait, we haven't chosen song and...
Oh, yeah. Let's do song. Sorry.
And movie.
And movie, yeah.
My bad.
No worries. We kind of touched on it with Hotline Bling and...
Mark Ronson, Uptown Funk.
Oh, see? Yeah.
Wiz Khalifa featuring Charlie Puth. See You Again, which was huge.
Okay, yeah.
Taylor Swift featuring Kendrick Lamar, Bad Blood, Bad Decision, Kendrick. No.
Yeah, he wasn't that good on that.
It wasn't a good track.
Me Cheerleader.
Cheerleader.
The Weeknd, Can't Feel My Face.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I think I'm something with
Found
a
myself a
cheerleader.
cheerleader. I always thought it was Chariot the whole time. I found myself a
Chariot.
Chariot.
The
There's a
Weeknd,
horse.
Can't Feel My Face.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's a big year for The Weeknd.
Justin Bieber, What Do You Mean? The Weeknd, The Hills.
Mm.
And Adele, Hello.
Hello.
Wow.
Let's see.
So Love
That's
Yourself.
what I call music.
Love Yourself isn't this year.
No. It might be. I don't know. It just didn't make it to #1 record.
Can I give it to All Right? I love All Right.
Alt right.
Kendrick
Can I
Lamar.
give it to the alt right? We gon' be alt right.
We
Yo,
gonna
right?
be all right.
What if they tried to take that?
They should do it.
We're gonna be out.
Imagine,
We gonna be all right.
imagine Donald Trump using his next fucking.
Kendrick is like, this is not okay.
I did not okay this shit.
Who we gonna be all right? Oh man. What are you saying?
I'm gonna go with. Ooh, I like Uptown Funk, but I'm gonna go weirdly with. What do you mean?
Okay.
Oh, when you nod your head yes, what you wanna say no?
All right,
what
copyright
do you
ends there.
mean?
Copyright ends there.
You're right.
I think that's really good. I also think that was a great album and a good comeback for the J Beebs.
Back to back.
Your food's about to be here,
What do you think, John?
This song was barely was a hit this year, but I'm gonna have to choose it because it's one of my favorite songs of all time, and that's "Run Away with Me" by Carly Rae Jepsen.
Run away with me. Is that it?
It was "Run Away with Me."
Oh.
Run away with me.
Okay, John.
That's literally one of my favorite songs of all time.
Wow, some Carly Rae Jepsen making it on our list. I'm gonna say all right for our
Oh,
streak
for
there.
sure.
Okay, so
Great.
we're hitting the movies of 2015, the greatest year we've hit so far.
It's called an opinion.
Mad Max, Inside Out, Spotlight, The Revenant, The Big Short, The Martian, Sicario, Room, Hateful Eight, Star Wars: The Force Awakens.
It's very good. It's a good
And
amount
the
of
nominees
movies.
are
I'm choosing Inside Out.
Inside Out is such a great film.
Inside Out is one of my favorite Pixar movies, and I think the best so far of this decade
of Pixar movies.
of Pixar movies.
It's a really good fucking film.
Yeah.
Wait, the best of this decade? You mean the original? Because the
Inside
new Toy Story.
the new Toy Story is really good as well. Both
Oh,
Toy Story
really?
3 and 4
And
are very
3 was
good.
amazing, yeah.
I also love Coco. I really love Coco.
I'm in love with the Coco.
Yeah, that's from Coco.
Yeah, that's right.
John,
think I
what's
don't
your
My
know?
movie?
grandpa. Whoa, sorry.
What's your movie, boys?
Don't you boy me.
Out of this list, I'm gonna have to go with Room.
Oh, I was going Room too, John. I was going Room or The Martian. I love The Martian.
Oh, Martian's good too.
But
man.
like Room is, I saw Room in Dubai
Oh,
before it
shit.
even came out. I actually was with we went to the screening in Dubai. The little boy. Okay, well I got a story real quick. What's the little boy name for Room again?
Jacob Tremblay.
Jacob Tremblay.
Tremblay, I think.
Tremblay.
Tremblay or Tremblay. Yeah.
He was in Dubai as well for the premiere of Room, the screening, and we had a villa next to his family's villa, and the dab had just came out, and we were doing the
Oh, the dab.
The
Okay,
dab.
okay. I thought his dad.
Dab.
Did. Okay.
no dab.
Gotcha.
And we were doing the dab and the folks hitting the folks. Yeah, hitting the folks. And it just come out maybe a day before.
The dance
Oh,
with the
hell yeah.
fist pumping the leg at the same time.
Yeah, I guess if you want to describe it that way, Christopher.
It's some people just listen. They don't look.
Yeah.
What the fuck was that, John? I hope the camera
It's
caught
hard.
that.
It's
You
hard.
put-
It's hard
you
to
put
do
that
when
shit
you're
on
sitting
the
down.
fucking
That's fine. I'm
screen.
down. I'm down.
But he was next door to us, and we were doing a whole dance routine in which we have a video for, in all like Middle Eastern garb.
Oh, wow.
Like we all had them on because we were, had on our stuff as the men out there, and we had a full dance routine with the little boy.
That's awesome.
Really?
Yeah, we never released it
Aw.
because we felt like our dabs and our dance moves were mediocre at best.
Gotcha. But it's
We
a
made
nice
a decision
memory.
not to clown our own selves on the internet, but it was a pretty good dance routine.
Wow.
That's cool, man.
Now we got to put it in. Let's roll
Yeah,
that
yeah.
clip.
Oh wow!
Uh,
What a great clip. Thanks for showing us.
Alana,
I look crazy.
Alana took a bunch of that too. I just put a little bit more in.
Oh.
Sorry, I didn't mean to make it look like I drank the whole bottle. I know, but he went like. Well, do you want to wrap out 2015?
Yeah, what movie did you select again? We selected Room.
You selected Room. But he selected Room. Do you want to say Martian, or do you also want to say Room?
I want to say Room.
Okay, I actually haven't seen Room.
Super good.
You haven't
man.
seen
it's so
Room?
Good. It's so good.
So
You know what
sorry,
it's about,
guys.
right?
It's
Brie
a
Larson won an Oscar for
a
it.
panic
Mhm.
room. Or
No.
It's a true story.
What is
too.
it about again?
It's about a young lady who was trapped in an actual room in Ohio. A man captured her, and he had babies with her and everything. Like,
Oh.
and he kidnapped her from school, I believe.
Yeah.
And he didn't let her out for years and years and years, and she lived in this room, in this very
Yeah.
Okay.
Not very far from.
true story.
Well,
though.
it sounds like a great movie that came out in 2015.
It was a great movie.
Once
Yeah.
again,
You think
supporting
15 was
my
the best
theory
year?
that 2015 was the most 2010s year of the decade.
Okay.
Because
I want to
here-
hear the rest of the years before I give you that title.
Okay, I'm willing to hear that because I'd like to tease for our next episode, which will come out tomorrow.
Ooh, we got
It's a
part
new
2,
year.
biatch. Y'all be
Extendo.
saying we don't give y'all enough hours. Well, guess what? You got time today.
Is 2015 the best year so far? Do you agree with that? Let us know in the comments.
I think Chris should be talking to his ass personally.
I don't know. I know a lot of people are about to say that, yes, we've had some good times. We've done some YOLOing. We've met Mitt Romney.
We got Donald Trump in
We've
16.
protested. But we very much know that the next half of the decade is about to be an entirely
fucking roller coaster.
different fucking ride. So buckle up.
Bitches.
Have a wonderful New Year's, and we'll see you tomorrow with the rest of the years.
Yeah, we back.